Welcome to Dice Revolution, our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons stream, now with slightly less psychology.
Fucking up like that.
Yeah, settle down.
2 minutes.
Can someone please ask Stuart to arrive? We are joined today by Olivia,
Hi.
Hamish, Rain, Jordan,
Hi.
and Devin. I'm going to continue this bit for a while. No, Stuart's here too.
Regrettably.
What
I'm
happened?
busy. I walked out the door and I heard this ding 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 ding. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This real
Oh, that happened to mine as well. I had to
yeah.
reclip it onto a thing.
Well,
Stress.
someone's got to give a recommendation.
Well, unfortunately today it's Stuart.
Yay.
So at the end of
Hopefully
today's
Stuart
stream,
will
Stuart
come.
will be giving us a board/video game recommendation.
Someone should ask Stuart to think of one.
Hey
I
Stuart.
recommend like a web framework or something. I don't know, man. I haven't done anything fun for a long time.
So yeah, stick around to the end of the stream.
Good to
for
know I've been
that.
wasting your Sundays away.
I can't recommend D&D legally. We've done it already.
Also, this week we're trying something
Sure.
new. This is going to be a fire alarm free week. So
Guys, get ready.
That's
Stay
a
tuned.
bold claim.
I'm sticking to it. I promise you, there's no fire alarms today.
Starts a fire just to put
Spoiler alert, I can't believe they lied.
Jordan, I'll put $5 against it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right,
You up
you're
for it?
on.
All right.
You're
Yeah.
on. But none of us can start the fire.
Easy money for the man who recommends it.
Hey mom, can you
None
come
of
to our big
us
meeting?
can cause the
Hang on.
fire
I
alarm.
have a
Do I
taste
have
of
$5 on me? Yeah, I do. There we go.
Okay.
It's on the table.
I'm actually scared now. I don't have physical $5 on me,
aggression.
but you know that there's $5 on the table.
Good. Yeah.
I can't believe you're doing that, but now I'm scared.
Jinx.
Hey mom, can you show my ad lady for a second?
Got a face
Needed to
of
start
ass.
fire.
All right. Well, jump into a recap.
Sure, let's do it. Last session, you lot continued your returning a favor to Cena by helping Neoma investigate a Fey crossing where a clutch of dragon eggs was to be saved. You made your way through some rooms, seemingly linked to a few of your pasts, and you found your way to a large antechamber where you did combat with a beholder, one that you had encountered quite a long time ago, and a
great loss.
and an elder brain infested dragon who had claimed the lair, and one of the eggs had started to give into its effects. You dispatched of the dragon, you dispatched of the beholder, but as part of an unfortunate moonbeam,
Tarina perished.
Tarina perished. No, Tarina's true form was exposed. She cast gaseous form on herself and kindly fucked off.
And perished. Thank you very much. I died.
You can't gaslight God.
I can try.
That's a powerful line.
See, you're not remembering things right.
Yeah,
Watch
you
the
silly
stream.
goose.
Watch this version of the stream.
I'd like to roll deception.
Anyway, yes, you. Yes, Tarina buggered off, and there was some interesting conversation had between the draconic form of Neoma, Solomon, and a few other party members. We pick up today, just off the cusp of that conversation, with the 5 of you, notably absent to Tarina, and a draconic Neoma telling you that she did not kill Tarina.
This beast means to lie to us and tell me it has not struck down our friend. This is really hard because we've got to get into roleplay right away.
You truly think this is a good idea?
Good idea. It is not a good idea. It is not an idea at all. It is justice. This beast has deprived us of our friend.
Well,
I'm not gonna help you with this.
We would stand back, let it use us to achieve its own goals.
You two,
Like, I'm pretty sure.
you saw what had happened. You saw how Tarina changed when she came close to that creature. Do you really think it wasn't that what affected her and the...
I will also say the two of you are under the effects of calm emotions.
Oh, right.
I was only suppressing the charm spell, the effect of it. It either calms my emotions or suppresses an effect. And I suppressed charmed, so...
And it suppressed my fear, which both of the charm and fear is gone now anyway.
So I think we're okay.
It took the
I
time
can
to
still
read the rules since last time.
I checked. I was like, do I have to worry about this bullshit? No.
Okay.
And Solomon, unfortunately, was charmed right as that happened, so
Yeah.
he was not aware.
Yeah.
Which was one of the other things I've
I
checked.
think I was knocked out or too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all the way over here and
Yeah,
everything
you
happened
guys
over
didn't see
here.
anything happen.
Yeah.
I watched it, I think, because I was next to her,
Yeah.
and not happy. I do not deny that I saw her be remade into some ungodly beast before being destroyed, Tearly, but you do not mean to tell me that it is Tarina who is at fault here, do you?
That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying this creature affected Tarina. She started behaving differently at the instant it came close to her, and after it died, she disappeared.
You think this is what the fault?
How can you tell that?
You think this is the fault of the beholder and not the dragon who struck her?
As far as I know, yes.
Then prove it, beast. Prove you were not responsible for Tarina's death. Summon her here. I know not of these beholders.
I don't know what has happened, but I'm going to leave and find Tarina. Whoever wants to join me can come along.
You think she is still here? You would leave her very assailant alive?
I hate to break it to you, but if your friend has not returned, and I have told you that that I did not strike her down, then maybe she's not your friend after all, and maybe she didn't care for you to begin with.
You would question the only true-hearted member of this party's loyalty to me of all people. Tarina has never once faltered. She has never once been absent when I needed aid or counsel. And you, this beast who has brought us into its lair to protect its own clutch of eggs at the cost of our lives, mean to tell me that it is her I should not trust. You will understand if I do not believe you.
Listen, when it comes down to it, do I agree with what Solomon's saying? Probably not. Do I see where he's coming from? Kinda. But the fact is, even though Solomon has disagreed with most everything we've ever done, he's still been out there to bat for us. And in the grand scheme of things, if this is something that's important to him, I don't mind giving one back. So Solomon, whatever you do, I'm behind you.
It must be with the assent of all here. I will not drag you into a fight and risk your lives, he turns to the dragon, for a cause you do not believe in. If you truly think this beast should be let free, that the cost we have paid was just, then so be it. I will not force you to give your lives for me. I would merely ask and merely beg that you give your lives for Tarina.
I will say this more to maybe assuade you of something different. My friend, the cleric that has helped you countless times before, I had her on contact. That should you fall in battle, you be revived. But I have not done anything to your friend, and if there is no body, I can't do anything about that.
You claim you have the power to help, but you do not use it, dragon. Worthless promises. I am sure you would swear that you have done everything in your power now that your eggs are safe. They mean nothing. They mean nothing.
I'm gonna look back at. I've got her name. Niema.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Very well. I'm not very good at those. I've got a 2.
Okay.
Ooh!
Solomon vanishes.
I take out an arrow and draw it back. What the fuck did you do?
He's been sent back to Cena. You guys can all go back to.
How the fuck am I supposed to trust that? He was threatening you and now he's gone.
Yes, he's gone back to Cena. He called my children worthless. And I won't stand for that. You can call me whatever you want. You can do whatever you want to me. But harm them, speak ill of them, and I will bring upon you worse than that other dragon ever could.
Bring him the fuck back.
No.
Do I know what that magical effect was, or what happened?
Yeah, you show up in Theodore's, it was banishment.
You can fuck off.
I'm gonna look at Neoma. I'm gonna look back at wherever Solomon was, and everyone else is gonna be like, you know what?
For those who are interested and are of right mind, I still stand by what I said. You are welcome, as part of your services, to take one item from here. One.
Well, now we're being held hostage.
You are welcome to go whenever you want. Just say the word and I'll send you back.
I'm gonna once again clear my throat and go. Are you still planning on looking for Tarina?
I was until she... I don't know what she just did to Solomon.
He's been sent back to Cena. I said that already.
How... What do we have to believe that? He was threatening you and he just disappeared.
You
And
know what? If you want to look for Tarina, I'll come with you.
she's our only way out of here as far as we know, and right now she's
Yes.
speaking of bribery and trickery.
Which is why I don't think we should do anything. Just leave it. Just we can either take something and go. We can look for Tarina. And
You can take something, look for Tarina, and then do whatever you want. I don't care, but stay away from my eggs. If you want to go look for Tarina, you can go do that. If you want to take something, then go look for Tarina, you can do that. Do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm gonna look up at Neo and say, I'm gonna bite my tongue because I want to make sure that we can actually do something here. Because I want to find Tarina. Whether or not she's dead, I don't know. But just know, Neoma, I hold my tongue. Because if you do anything to any one of them, I swear to God, I will die. I will kill myself trying to fight you. If you dare touch, because you don't... Listen to me, you might be a dragon.
Listen to me.
You might be a dragon.
Hang on.
She's like, respect dragons. You might be this powerful dragon, and I know you took a beating, but we almost died. He almost got turned into something for you. And then you come at us and you scream at us. I get it, it's about your eggs. But I swear to God.
I did not start this, but I will finish it. She gestures to where Solomon was. He started it.
I know.
Get him in line first.
I don't know.
We can't get him in line if he's not with
Dragons are
us.
sacred creatures, but no.
You will be.
sorry.
You will be
I'm
reunited.
sorry.
You want us to do the right thing? Calm down.
We all need to calm down for a second.
I'm gonna go. If you wanna, I'm gonna take you up on your offer. But if you're not gonna do it anymore, I'm gonna do it anyway because someone has to. I'm gonna leave. I myself am gonna cool down and then come back. But if you, remember, you're not exempt from this just because you're a dragon. Just because you're big and powerful doesn't mean that you don't get to act this way just because you're big. Remember, you were something else before this. You were just like us. You were just like her. And just because you're a dragon now and just because you're angry doesn't mean you get to hold some sort of bribery, hostage, or not thievery, sorry.
I'm not holding you hostage. You're welcome to go whenever you want.
And this snarky,
I don't think you understand what the word hostage
sarcastic
means.
personality,
I don't think you understand what the word hostage means. If you want to go, you can go.
I don't care. I don't care what I'm saying. My point is,
I didn't go to school.
Okay, she just flies off.
I don't like her. I don't care if she didn't know what she was before.
As she's walking away, flying away, I'm hunter's marking her just
Sure.
in case.
If we can't find Tarina, the only conclusion I can come to is that she's done the same thing to Tarina as she's done to
Wait,
Solomon.
hold on.
That's
Banishment.
But you're from
It's on the same plane. If I'm native to this plane, I don't go to Theodore's, do I?
Pardon?
If I'm native to this plane,
You're not native to the Fey Crossing.
Oh, okay, the fake crossing. Could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize we'd change planes in this bit. Cool.
There's one thing we don't do, because if she's our only way back, I don't think we should, like, kill her. I know I just said I would.
She does
but
take the eggs with her. She like bundles them up, flies off.
Before that, if possible, I've just been teleported to Theodore's, right?
Uh huh.
Solomon bellows. I'm assuming it's like Theodore's palace himself.
Uh huh.
He is absolutely raging, bellowing, in Theodore's name, with thaumaturgy, bring me a court mage!
Mhm.
Can I summon a mage
Uh-huh.
in time?
To do what?
To dispel this, because he knows the spell. I've had this happen to me before, and
Uh-huh.
I've identified it previously, because exactly this happened.
Mhm.
Can I summon a mage to dispel the effect on me
Yeah.
in time?
Within a minute.
Within a
Within a minute.
Within a minute,
Roll
and
a
before she has
roll initiative.
done all those eggs. Please. That's a 4.
Okay. I'll roll something for that. Okay. You go as fast as you can, trying to start summon a mage. 1 round passes, 2 rounds pass, 4, 8, and as you're discussing this, on the 9th round, you reappear
There's something I want
back
to
in
say, but she
place
flew off.
where you were.
Is the dragon still here?
Nope, dragon's flying off.
The egg's still here?
Nope, eggs have been taken as well.
All 3?
Okay.
There's something I want to say, because I want to say it now in case I forget. She's going to turn around to everyone and say, she can care about her eggs all I want, but to me, you're my eggs now. It was supposed to be meaningful and metaphorical, but if since you're all laughing, we're going to just...
It was mostly rain.
Yeah. You're my eggs now. So if she wants to rage or if we touch hers, that's fine, but if she decides that she wants to do any more with you guys, I don't care if I die because she's so big and crushes me or she sets me on fire or whatever.
Devon down bad for dragon.
I will. I would rather do it for you guys than to let her just decide that, you know.
I'd do it for you guys too.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out. I don't know. So.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Solomon!
Did you see Tarina? Was she?
Why would I have seen Tarina? She banished me to Theodore's palace. Where is the dragon?
She's
That
flown
way.
away.
Behind that wall, a few hundred meters. 150, 165, 170.
That's not helping the situation, Tywin.
Might be.
How the hell do you know exactly the meters?
Because our hunt is marked.
Oh,
Range of things.
I just went to things.
The new Netflix show Range of Things.
Range of things.
I'm gonna get ready with the
It's
train.
D&D based.
Solomon.
What is it, Trey?
What do you expect from killing?
Killing her. I expect her to die. What do you mean? I understand this will not bring back Tarina. That is not possible, not without at least having a body. The dragon has made sure that is not possible. It is an exchange of life. She has deprived us of a friend and deprived the world of a ray of light. Such a treacherous worm should not be allowed to live.
Okay. I don't think it is the most logical thing to do. And I know you know that because you're a logical person yourself. But if you die, if we all die, seeking justice in this situation, then not only does Tarina stay here, but her name stays here. No one will know of all the things that she has done to help you, to help the crew. That light is going to be gone forever. Solomon, you knew her the best out of, I think, any one of us here. You carry her light in you. Killing yourself from this means that that light is gone permanently. And I know I have been in this situation before, and I have stood where you are standing right now in a conflicted mind, and I'm being the person that was there for me. I can't let you go through that because I can't let that light go out.
And so you think this worm should live free, enjoy its hoard, enjoy its remaining children?
No,
We can do nothing against it.
not right now.
We can always come back. I'm very good at tracking.
Do you want me to return to this damned plane we're
Not to
heading?
here. She'll go somewhere else.
Nothing.
We can smoke her out.
Fate has its way of reuniting things that you thought you'd lose.
If you make it a job, I don't leave a job unfinished.
I will pay you all the treasure in the world to end this beast's life, Tywin. I merely suggest we take our chance to do it now. That being said,
In my professional opinion, this is not a chance. In my professional opinion, this is the worst opportunity we could take.
We are not.
We are weak. We are out of our element. We are in her lair. And she holds all the cards. Instead, we could take some of her treasure, get her to send us back, get stronger. Then she won't stand a fucking chance.
you both speak the truth, and I despise you for it.
That's the attitude I want to hear.
I despise that none of you feel the way I do for Tarina, that you'll be so happy to let her spirit lie in this cave as this dragon hoards it like another gem.
I said I was good at tracking. Who says I can't track Tarina as well?
Tarina is dead, Tywin.
You don't know that.
Till I see proof otherwise, that is what I must believe.
Whether she's alive or dead, she's gone.
Indeed.
Seems ironic for a man of faith to need proof.
I am faithful, Tywin, but I am pragmatic. I watched my friend be destroyed and disappear before my eyes as the dragon lied to us as to how it happened. I will not be dissuaded from this fact. And I will not take its blood money, its petty price for her life. No, Tarina will have her share, but I will take nothing. Do what you will with this treasure. Call back the beast, and I will hold my tongue. For now you have my word. But do not expect me to forget this. Do not expect me to forget her.
The second you need help, call my name.
Denizens.
What kind of treasure's here?
Make a perception check.
Time for the payout.
Marcus is also going to ask if anyone wants to help her do
Unnatural
a
20.
search.
Okay.
Actually,
Whether or
hang
not
on.
it's fruitful or not.
Is perception
Yeah. Someone.
wisdom? Oh, but my wisdom, I don't think it went up significantly enough. So,
What did you?
oh wait, no, that's sorry, 21.
21. There is a lot. There are a whole bunch of ingots of various metals. There are gems. With a 21, you come across somewhat of a curiosity. A piece of jet black cloth, silken cloth, just on the ground. And as it's like you know, like in a bundle. But as you like kind of walk over it, your foot almost sinks in.
Sorry. Did I talk to you about this or not?
No.
Okay.
The fuck is this? I'll pick it up.
As you pick it up, it's just like a piece of cloth.
But you, when holding a magical item, you can tell it's magical. Is it magical?
It seems to be magical of some nature, yes.
Did I not talk to you about this?
Not that I remember.
Have you told them about this?
What?
Can I try to figure out what I might gain out of it?
Make an intelligence. No, make an arcana check.
Well, I'm good at that.
Ooh.
7.
No clue.
Oh, I don't want to exactly ask Solomon right now. I don't think anyone else on our party has identified.
You're more than welcome to ask Solomon. He'll smack you.
I think
in the
Tarina
face.
had identified.
Yeah, Tarina did have identify.
That's
Wow.
very true.
Sick.
Great, even better. Let's go find Tarina.
And that's what we're about to do.
Well, the reason we're talking about it is because it caught my eye.
Yes.
So it catches my eye as something that particularly...
Yeah, and when it caught your eye, because now it's not like that, but when it caught your eye, there was almost like a light source emanating from it.
So you, as a DM, telling me that it caught my eye means that out of the things in this horde, it seems like the thing that Tywin would find most interesting.
It caught your eye because it was a piece of black cloth with light emanating out of it, which with the 21 you would notice.
And what did you say about your foot?
As you walk, because it looks like a cloth to you, so as you walk over it, your foot sinks in.
Can I put my hand into it?
Like as you're holding it,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
If I put it on the ground?
If you lay it out flat on the ground,
Yeah.
put your hand into it,
Yeah.
your hand just goes in.
Can I touch
Keeps
the bottom?
going in. No, you don't feel the bottom.
I'm gonna stuff it in my bag.
Okay, so I want to leave with Lapis, but before that, the book she talked about, did she leave that anywhere or?
No.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask her for it. Yeah, in that case, I want to go and find Tarina.
Before I do, can I also just do a perception check? See if I see anything epic before I leave.
See anything
Oh,
epic?
never mind.
What is it?
It's a 2, and that adds up to a 4.
I mean, you see gold and platinum and diamonds, the basic.
How
Very
big's the
tempting.
horde?
None of them
Is
are
it-
massive.
It's like piles and piles.
Yeah, there's massive conglomerations near every pillar.
Like
Are you
Smaugs.
sure I didn't talk to you about this?
No,
About that item, but specifically that item?
no.
If you're near me, she's gonna
What do you think it is? Because if you're gonna play code words,
No, it's more about what I was going to do if we could get one.
I don't remember talking to you about it. At least not recently, maybe ages ago.
Do you remember that I have the spell Fabricate,
Yes.
Good spell.
which lets me create a 5 foot by 5 foot cube of anything, or up to 10 foot by 10 foot? And the dragon said we could take one thing, and there's piles and piles of platinum gold, and it would be invisibly heavy to carry a giant cube of gold. But an extra dimensional space, which happens to be exactly 6 foot wide, would let us carry enough gold. And by the way, 50 coins is £1, as I was checking this, because I've had a lot of time to think about this whole encounter right up to the loot bit.
I mean, there is quite a lot around.
Yeah, but that's not what Solomon is interested in. I'd like to go over to where Tarina fell and see if there's anything left.
Which arena fell? No. Nothing.
Nothing on the trace. There's nothing of her person.
Nothing of Tarina.
I know, a fit of childish hate. If any of you are near her, she's gonna just kick the goal, hoping it'll break or something. Just go, I fucking hate any of this shit. It doesn't matter if how important it is to me or if it's it's worthless now.
Can we take a really quick break? I'm getting a phone call.
Sure.
If that's okay.
Yep, we will be back very soon. See you then.
Welcome back. Sorry about that. Continuing on. Yes, so Tywin finds this mysterious cloth. They're still quite... Yeah, like... let me actually get you a better representation of what is there.
I'm debating whether
For reference, with that object, we could get 41 million gold out of this place. By weight.
Maybe.
No, I got something better to do. Solomon can't find any traces of Tarina, right? Nothing around her, nothing in the cave.
Not on a visual glance, anyway.
No, have a look around.
Solomon, I know they've mentioned going to see if Tarina may be out there somewhere. Do you want to walk?
I will search for her with everybody. We do not split up in a place like this.
I know.
The Feywild is not for those traveling alone.
I think one other thing, whether we fight her or not, I don't trust her to bring us all back. If we can find our own way of getting out of here, that would be much better.
That's the only thing that's holding me back is that weren't we really unsure about how to get in here in the first place?
There are quite a few things, actually.
Does a 23 spot anything? Not that I'm looking. No, I'm not looking for it, isn't it?
Not that I'm looking,
as a player, I'm always curious, but
Yeah.
I'm also very angry.
I know.
With a 21, you also notice a bunch of other things that I'll just quickly go over. You notice a leather, kind of like satchel with like 6 slots in it, each with a different colored vial. You notice sorry, 1 second.
I'm gonna buy your laptop, Thea.
Pardon?
I'm gonna buy your laptop.
No, you're not.
There's nothing you can do about it.
No, you're not.
What sword do you want?
No.
What's that one?
I will.
What's his
Not
name?
mine.
What's his
Do not stop.
What's his name, Ray?
Stop.
Give me a number. What's it?
ROG Strix.
ROG Strix.
3, maybe?
What the fuck's
3? Laptop?
It's
Oh, look,
one
there
of
you
the
go.
models.
Yep, cool.
Yeah.
ROG Strix 3 laptop. Oh, it's a Harvey Norman. Oh,
You
it's
you notice a mannequin far in the back with an amulet attached to it. You notice
Amulet attached to it, like vision style, or like around
it's
the
wearing
neck?
it.
Okay.
You also notice a similar to what Luft had created, a prosthetic limb just lying on the floor.
Fucking dragons robbed some disabled guy.
You just find out it's actually moved on.
Don't make this any worse.
Yeah, Luft just burrows out of the gold. Like, God damn, it's been 4 months. I can't move this heavy shit.
And you notice a massive clear jar of a almost imperceptibly invisible liquid.
You can get around your lightness cube.
Okay.
Is the amulet on the mannequin a shield guardian? That'd be really funny.
I just sort of move that stuff to the top of the pile so that other people can see them.
You wouldn't notice it with a fall.
Bruh.
Solomon would like to stride up to the top of the biggest pile. Biggest pile of gold. You see him, like halfway up, he plants his shield down. Another few steps, he plants his hammer down. Drops to his knees. Starts to glow. That's all.
I don't want to waste any more time. Is anyone coming with me or not? Because I'm about to leave.
Are you searching for Tarina or are you searching for gold?
Searching for Tarina. I didn't find anything cool, but If we come back, she'll give another glance over.
I do want to, but
I also just
Where we
need.
I
Come
also
back
want to
to you.
find the book she was talking about without talking to her, which I think is impossible.
You can try.
Are there like any archives or libraries?
There are like in this back left section behind where that broken pillar is. There's like a whole like array of bookshelves.
Okay, yeah, I will try.
It's massive. Like you're looking at like 70 to 80 feet tall, massively long bookshelves.
Correct.
With a massive quantity of just different books.
Which of us had locate object?
I was about to say, can locate objects be used on blood?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I am in possession of a vial of Tarina's blood, and I have locate object. So
Well, surely that's locate person.
No, you're trying to find Tarina's blood. You're not trying to find Tarina.
Fair.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, okay, I'd like to find.
if I was only
you didn't-
familiar,
if you didn't
with,
have their
if I
blood.
did, yeah, if
Yeah,
I
like
only,
if
I was
Tarina's
only
like
familiar
long
with it,
fucking
I
gone,
would.
but she spilled some blood somewhere, Tywin will just find that.
Thank God she's not got an intelligent side enough to do it.
Well, I have to try. So I'm gonna maybe this will be the Chekhov's gun that we set up
Oh,
so far in
fantastic.
advance. So I'll uncork the thing.
Yeah, you see this undulating liquid that's like this thick black ichor, then it's this runny red fluid.
Run you blood.
I'm just gonna go like sort of sit next to Solomon as he's
You climb the treasure pile.
yeah.
Every step you take, you notice it sinks slightly, as every now and then one of the coins just and
Oh.
it starts sliding up the thing in a river of molten gold. All these little trickles. You see his arms just sigils around it glowing. He's
Just
murmuring under his breath.
trying to ignore that as I trudge through each of the coins, and I just like sit next to Tywin. Tywin?
To Solomon.
Solomon.
As you come to the
I'm
front of
Tywin.
him, you can see this blob falling of just gold in front of him. Platinum. Gems getting.
Without a word, I'm just starting to sprinkle some dust in a circle around me and spread it like ashes around on the coins below. I'm holding this blood upward toward the light and focusing on it. And then I'm casting locate object.
What are you doing, Tywin? Leave me be.
Okay. Let me have a look.
It's within 1,000 feet.
Yeah.
My last second of the spell slot.
If you had one more ranger, that would get a third, right?
I don't know. Probably, I think.
Okay. Okay.
It's also technically being upcast to 3, but that doesn't do anything to locate object.
It's a weird ruling. You get a faint ping about 600 to 700 feet away.
Which direction?
Isn't space non-Euclidean? Fuck.
Which direction?
Northwest. No, sorry, southwest.
Teely,
Yes,
600 to 700 feet southwest.
Tarina?
Something like that. Tarina's blood, at least.
What?
Blood.
Why do you have Tarina's? Did you keep that from her?
I think you've shown this to me at some point, Tarina's blood, and I was
Yes.
like, yeah, right, sure.
Yeah, you're like, fuck off.
You were like, this is not.
You kept
Our level
that.
9 stuff doesn't apply yet.
Pardon?
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I just gave you, like, because I didn't want to say you level up to level 9 halfway the session.
Okay, cool. Let us know.
Fool, you fight the other dragon.
Yeah.
Should we jump back down or not worth it?
I'll say no, because, yeah, like, I don't want to...
Just hit points and stuff, but not abilities.
In that case, I will just regular dash towards that direction.
with your locate object, it's very faint. By all means,
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a body's worth of blood. It's just
yeah,
Fart lasts for an hour.
yeah.
Not even sure if I have blood as a fart.
What you mean to tell me? You're tracking her, or what is left of her through that?
I suppose
That
so.
is why you kept it?
That's not why I kept it. I kept it.
Tywin, I have never thought of you as thoughtful before, but this is... Thank you.
So you start bolting. Do you follow?
I'd
Yeah,
like to
I'm gonna
bolt
follow.
too. So as you can see, the gold's puddles.
Does it seem like anyone's like gonna stay here?
I'll probably stay here
I
just
would-
in case someone comes back or something.
Lapis
I'm
is
not-
Lapis doesn't
So
want.
who's going? Raise your hand if you're going.
I'm going.
I do want to just do a thing
Going,
because
but I probably will come back.
Lapis
And it's-
probably.
Yeah,
You
we're
definitely stay with me because every time I get left alone in this campaign, something always goes wrong immediately.
Like-
Last time I was
Dragon
fucking
kidnapped.
kidnapped.
So Solomon doesn't know. She's gonna just quickly run and be like, "Let me know if you find something cool. I can't find anything here."
You run past the pile that Tywin has made.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if I specifically noticed yet because I was interested in knowing what the amulet was.
So the three of you make haste towards the 600, 700.
so there was an exit here, there was an exit there, and there's an exit there. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Which one did the dragon lead through? I don't know, never mind.
You start making your way down and towards the pit. Having traversed through this, it's a lot easier to navigate your way back. You're not hindered by a lot of those challenges that you were before, not knowing what came in. What's your movement speed in gaseous form?
10 feet.
What are you're all dashing, I assume?
By the way, do we stop by like the volcanic thing?
No, you go down a different path entirely.
That's concerning.
So we're unfamiliar with this.
Yes,
Okay.
but like more so accustomed to some of the tips and tricks of this place.
Yeah.
You're not hindered by the same. You arrive at about after a good like almost a minute of running. You arrive at what looks like this coalescing green energy dome, basically, like this dome of glowing green energy.
Is that similar to the one that was blocking the outside? Because you said this was an island with a dome around.
Yes, but no, it's not like that. It's more like with your like understanding of magic, it looks like a portal of some kind.
Can I ascertain where to or anything about it? It's just like it's a dome, you said.
Yeah, it's like a half dome.
What sort of room are we in?
It's kind of like at the end of a hallway.
That is concerning.
Solomon,
It appears to be a gate. Tywin claims he has trapped Terina here.
should we have maybe? He can't detect her location, right? Like where she is exactly.
I am not sure if he can detect her at all. All he has is a trace of what is allegedly her blood.
Do you think maybe we kind of wait? I know we headed in the direction that she's apparently in, but do you think maybe we could have? I'm starting to think maybe we should have like
Brought Tywin with us. But
Yes.
didn't quite respond.
because I think we're just running into nothing.
I was hoping to make haste, but
I'm assuming that's another thing. How confident are we in the fact that we've actually reached this destination that Tywin pointed out a minute ago?
Well, with Teely's Teely directly tried to like find exactly 650 feet, which you can keep track of. You know your limits as like athletes and warriors and the such. You know that you've run about 650, 700 feet in the direction Tywin specified.
I should also be generally good with directions because of my background.
But now I'm interested in this like portal energy thing. Is there like anything that I can use to like throw at it?
Do you have anything you can throw in it?
Solomon chucks a hammer through it. Take a
Just
hammer.
passes through the portal.
Make another one.
Ooh, you didn't have to do that. I could throw like an ink pen at it.
Yeah, just passes through the portal.
Good. Did you actually throw it?
Yeah.
It's a good pen, bro. I'm just throwing hammers because they're just a tool, and I've got lots of them.
When's the last time Lapis has written anything down?
It's the last time someone made a hammer.
Doesn't he
Touche.
hit things with hammers?
He's got one. He doesn't hit things with every hammer he has.
Just like a hand.
Yeah.
He's a hammer bro.
I know trust going.
He's a hammer.
I ask you, do not enter this gate. You do not know where it leads, or indeed Tywin's directions were.
Should we go back?
I suggest we return. We will alert the others. Maybe this portal can lead us here again, should we need to in the future.
That's a
Well,
bit
keep a
embarrassing
note
on
of
our
where it
part.
is.
That's a bit embarrassing. Kind of just ran and then did nothing and came back.
If there had
But
been
we
a chance
definitely
of
found
finding
something.
Tarina, it would have been worth it.
We will return, I presume. Keeping track of where this place is.
Yeah, you head back
Lapis is
to
there.
Tywin and Trey.
That ended up being for nothing. I don't know where we were going.
We found what I believe is a portal. I do not know where it leads.
By the way, you'll locate object. About a minute 10, minute 15 in, just stopped.
But the portal was still there.
Well, he doesn't know about the portal. He just knew that where Tarina's vague direction was.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Waste of time.
No. I mean, if Tarina died here, why the fuck would her blood be out there?
If you claim this to be her blood, then I have no idea, Tywin.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why.
That's a
Why would Tarina's blood look like ink and seawater and whatever that is?
I don't think a portal is anything but a waste of time, though. Especially here. It suggests someone went to a different plane.
It is more likely that your magic is affected by the realm we are in and cannot be relied upon.
I don't use magic anyway.
Indeed.
Look, all I'm saying is,
It was a chance, Tywin, but do not raise my hopes this early.
I'm just saying if you needed some sort of quote unquote proof to guide your faith, this is.
You think that proof? A notion that Tarina may be in a direction based on whatever you have in that bottle? I think not, Tywin. I thank you for your kindness, but I will not fool myself.
I'm gonna go back to that bookshelf and try to find the book among the billions that are there.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay. That's like a 4.
I mean, there's a lot of books.
No, a 5.
Can I try another perception check?
Oh wait, I think no, it would be a 4 because level up stuff doesn't apply.
Can I try another perception check?
Sure.
Oh, that's a unnatural 20.
Mm-hmm.
Is it perception?
Yep.
Cool. All right. I don't know what else is looking at.
You notice a few of those things I mentioned earlier.
That wasn't meant to happen. I was gonna roll it again and see if it was true. I'm curious about the the potion belt.
I love how much Devin just rolls for shit.
I want to look at that cool belt.
Okay. There are six potions holstered in in this leather bag. You know what they do?
She just goes, Sigmund. She's gonna take the bag.
Does Lapis exist?
That's Lapis and that's Sigmund.
One time.
One time.
The one.
Oh, as he was leaving.
Yes.
Right? As he was packing his bags.
As a stowaway,
He's like, oh, I'm going, by the way.
as a stowaway, she would have
And
heard
Lapis was like,
people and
wait
stuff.
a minute, who are you?
I like to imagine as a stowaway, she's heard stuff,
Yeah.
but she's never seen anyone.
Yeah, you just take the holster of 6 potions. Sure.
I'm gonna take this. Alright, that's me done. When you guys are ready to go, just say.
You should add that to your inventory. Just in the extras section, just go potion. So six potions. Random. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Solomon's trudged back up to his mound of treasure and continues the same ritual he was before.
What do I add?
Just in your miscellaneous section, just write down 6 random potions. You don't know what they do, so I'm not going to tell you what they are.
can't find the book. Can I find
Saying good, there's no hurry. You just keep looking.
yeah, that's true.
Worst comes to worst, you just ask the dragon when he gets back to get rid of us.
Yes. Can I find a gate worth 1,000 golds? For no particular reason.
Yeah, probably actually.
Okay.
Yeah, if you roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh no.
17.
Yeah, I would say you can find an
Arrest them.
It's
okay, yeah, an arrested worth 1,000.
it's a pouch. I thought it was a belt.
No, it's more like one of those like toolbox things, but like it's just got 6 like slots in it for 6 potions.
She's not an alchemist, but I don't know what she's about to do.
I mean, if anyone needs to find anything specific, you can ask me. I've got better eyes than most.
I've got the best eyes in the party. What do you mean? You got better investigation skills.
Yeah.
You actually know what things are. Solomon just looks at it like, yes, rock number 7. I saw you.
I'm gonna stand just at the entrance that we came in.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like, if I look out, it's still just like that movie theater thing.
Yes.
You're gonna go watch some little sad flicks.
I know you said not to split up, but
Solomon's busy, he's not watching.
exactly. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah. What are you going?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the place with the lava, and I'm gonna.
You make your way to this cavern, part mining operation, part Pompeii-esque scene of death. And you make your way to that room. What do you do?
I want to see if there is any kind of like ladder or steps down.
Nope.
Boo.
This is to the big cavern with the lava in the bottom.
Do I see Trey leave?
Yeah.
Can I like?
Do you see
Do
Trailer?
I?
Do you stealthily leave?
We're gonna try our best.
Roll
to.
stealth.
Betrayed again.
I have to roll a disadvantage. So
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you still haven't had time to have a D&M with Solomon over the
It's-
Betrayed by the dice.
It's a 13. I rolled a
Perception
natural
check?
20. It's so upsetting.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
that's
get
a
seen.
5.
What is...
You don't see Trey leave.
Had a class
Oh, I was gonna be like,
I don't get seen. Okay.
I thought her whole thing was being perceptive.
do I at least notice that Trey's
I
gone?
don't know what it was.
Yes, I would say you notice Trey's gone, but you don't know where she went.
Perceptive, but investigator's the mastermind.
Trey's gone. We were told not to split up.
Can I pour some of the green down into the water just to see if it splatters up?
Ah. False. And then you hear like the bubbling, the sizzling as the lava reacts to it.
It's so interesting in the water, huh? Kind of sus, huh?
It's the only way down.
What are you going down there for? Definitely sus.
Just gonna sit on the edge. I'm just gonna stay there for a while. So
Make a perception check.
no, that just rolled a natural 20.
Just to choose the right dice.
It's important. Oh, it's not cocked, I don't think. It's 11.
Just thump the table.
It looked like it was like bordering, but I think it was just my
Do what I do,
perception
just
of
ask
it.
for another roll.
Yeah, but you are the only one that
Can
will
I
ever get away
re-roll
with
that actually?
No.
Yeah, because I perfected the art of
Yeah, I'm
asking.
pretty
Exactly.
sure it's an 11.
Sure. You sit there by the edge of the face. What are the rest of you doing?
I've noticed Trey's gone, right?
Yes.
Just gonna be like,
Solomon's now risen from his knees as he continues this thing. You see his arms going all the way up to the sides. Twin balls of light in his hand, a beam from his holy symbol. It looks like a very large lava lamp in front of gold.
I do want to ask Trey how she's feeling. So I'm gonna just maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna try and like sneak out
You don't know where Trey is, so.
Or I want to sneak out the room, just so no
Where
one-
were you going? There are 3 exits to this room.
Oh, that's...
And you don't know where Trey went.
Oopsie. How about I ask Google to pick a number between 1 and 3?
You got a dice roller right in front of you, man.
But
No,
they
I
don't-
need to ask
there's no
Google.
3s.
So you
Roll a
just
D6.
roll a d6 and halve it.
Okay. What's half of 5?
2.5.
2.5. So,
I'm gonna
it's
go
so it's a
through.
3.
It's a 3.
Oh, I'm gonna go through exit number 3.
Okay, so you head down the cavern that way.
Yeah.
You eventually come to
Oh
this.
my god, I need to look up a dice roll.
No, Devon's just like. So I'm gonna get Google to give me a random number between 1 and 3, and I'm gonna
That's what we do in Secret Hitler.
I'm gonna create a tabletop role playing game where you like take random numbers from Google.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great, guys.
It's never been done before.
Yeah,
No, you head down the path that leads to the right, and eventually the cavern opens up into this what looks like a small farming area. There's like crops being grown.
Who forgot their own farm? Damn.
That's what I was gonna think. Who the fuck forgot this?
There's crops being grown. Some of them are like wilting away, and there's this like little shed, and in the distance, almost like kind of like blurred due to the projection, like behind this dome, is like a house.
Where is it? So you're outside the whole structure now?
Like adjacent to it. Yes, there's like she's
So
walked
we're
out.
outside the big... Okay. Oh,
Not outside the dome.
That's what
outside.
outside the big conglomeration of
Yes.
forgotten spaces.
It looks abandoned.
Well, this is yet another forgotten space, but it's outside, so it
This
has to be
looks
outside the dome
This
structure.
looks abandoned.
The house is on the other side of the dome, though.
Very free crops.
She is gonna say, think what you said out loud and be like, who the fuck forgot this? This is like, unless.
Whole field.
Unless.
Me plow on my fields, number 12, number 14, number 15.
Further dreams? That
We
one
come
is
back to the
better?
town and there's farmers who just don't care about one particular plot.
Does anything look familiar?
No, we
like,
forgot about
familiar
these
crops or
farmlands.
anything?
We promised
I
to
mean, yeah, there's, like,
help them and then
green,
just let us
rice.
do battle arena and help the dragon.
Yeah, things look familiar. The crops. You know what they
But
are.
no, like, plants that be native to a specific area.
No. This is like general like food rations.
Trey? Trey, are you here? Alright, I've done all I can do. I'm going back.
Well, lost cause.
I'm gonna just try every single exit.
Damn,
that I
guys,
find.
Trey's gone
You have to look up
forever.
another random.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another one. I get a 3
End of
again.
campaign.
Some proof.
I'm gonna take number 3 again and just walk back in.
Okay. You're continuing your ritual. What are you doing, Timon?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking around. I'm just waiting.
fucking.
I'm fucking.
Sifting through more treasure.
Well,
As I said, you are what you.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna find.
I'm fucked.
well, I'd like to, but like, I mean, we
Just cover all this wealth. Damn, this looks like some really big gold, man.
Well, firstly, I remember last session, like while the battle was going on, at some point I said I scoop a bunch of treasure into my bag.
Uh-huh.
How much did I get? Just
I would
from-
say with like an actual scooping, like 350 gold.
Nice. Okay, I'll just chuck that in there. Let's just call that a bonus. And can I just look around for something that, since I see that that Trey isn't here looking for stuff, and
Lapis has
and
walked out.
Lapis
and
has
Solomon's
walked out.
busy, and Tarina still is
can I look for stuff that
Dead.
that Trey and Lapis might find to be interesting?
Sure. Make an investigation check again.
21.
You find basically not quite as tall as you, but almost as tall, like a dragon tooth. It's just collapsed and has been like eroded away from just being there for that long. You wouldn't have noticed it, but it's covered by like gold and stuff, so it's like reflecting, and it's like you know, like when you look at like a bunch of shiny coins, it like it hurts your eyes, but like you notice that like a matte part sticking out, and you're like, what is that? And you like move some coins off, and you see like this massive dragon tooth.
Okay.
Dragon tooth sword.
mean, that's sick, but how the fuck would we get it back to?
It's a shame he put it in his pocket, otherwise I would have told you what it was.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is,
Exactly.
so I can't use it. Okay.
What was your investigation check again?
21.
You find what looks like this it's lodged into the ground and you almost trip over it. It's a ring that's just flickering.
Like flickering, like invisible and not invisible, or
Yeah.
Scuffed ring of invisibility, nice.
That's actually what it is.
just to check it out. I'm just gonna see if
No, it's like wedged into the ground, like
Oh.
in between the stonework, and like it looks like blasts of like fire or like whatever like battles we have had here in the past, whatever formation, whatever caused this formation. Like the ring is wedged into like two like basically plates of stone.
I'm gonna take out Kennedy and I'm gonna be like, this is Solomon made, it better be sturdy. I'm gonna try to use Kennedy to like leverage it and see if I can
Make a strength check.
Yeah, I'm great at those. Oh, that's not too bad actually. 17.
It does not budge. The bow doesn't break, but it does not budge.
Good.
Though they're not very magical.
Yes, magical.
Breaks the bow.
Breaks the bow.
Okay. Mental note of that. Alright.
Your creation's being used as a glorified crowbar.
Good thing Solomon doesn't see that.
I will just wrap my arms around the tooth and drag it to the center of the room. And
It's heavy, but it's not wedged into the ground, so you can move it.
yeah. And yeah, so I'll just have the mannequin, the limb, the jar of liquid, and the tooth, like all just next to each other in the center of the room. It's just like Tywin found these interesting things, so when people come back, they can have at him if they want.
Also with the 21, you would find basically this immaculate, like no blemishes, perfect 1 foot by 1 foot cube, and it is completely white. Like there are no seams on it or anything. It's just perfectly constructed cube.
Sleep. Bullshit.
Um,
Wouldn't be one of those. He's put in the ring.
is he magical?
Yes.
Put it in the center.
Looks weird, probably magic.
Whoever's still in this room, I've got a pile of shit here if anyone thinks any of it's
I
interesting.
continue to stare at bookshelf.
Uh,
Can I try to narrow it down by looking for stuff specifically on mythical races, and maybe by
the issue
going
is
to-
there is no organizational structure to the bookshelves.
Oh, that's
Dragon.
It looks more like the only organizational structure there is just whenever she found it. She found it, she put it on the shelf. She found something else, she put it on the shelf.
Tilly, what do you need? I'm over here if you need my help.
I need the book she was talking about.
Which one?
About apparently the people of my kind.
Right.
She doesn't have any way of organizing these. It's gonna take me a while.
Well, it might take a while for Trey and Lapis to get back from their little excursion, so
Plus 10 to
I'll help you search
investigation.
until
Why are
then.
you ferreting through this place?
It would be good if you can.
Okay.
If you see anything by the author named Azure, or if you
No, it was perception to notice
find
what
any
he
books
put
on
down.
mythical races.
Investigation to find stuff in just the random.
Go on. My life is so hard.
So you're looking for the book?
Yep. And
Yeah, so we're both.
I would say both of you. You don't. He knows what he's looking for. You don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, they just
So
told,
you're
they
rolling-
didn't just tell me to look for.
Yeah, so
something
you're rolling
written
at
by
disadvantage,
Azor.
and you're rolling flat again.
Okay, written by Azor and mythical races.
21.
19.
Wait, investigation. Yeah, 21.
Yes, even still, like again, there are like thousands upon thousands of books on the shelf. Like, you find some on like mythical creatures, but like there are like at least a good like 200 to 300 books on mythical creatures here.
I mean, look, think of it this way. It's a book on magic creatures, okay? So for sure the book's magic. So for sure it won't burn, right? Because it's magic. So...
Now we're reenacting Fahrenheit 451.
Simply.
And Trey isn't here to see me burning books, so...
But her senses will continue. She's got her book sense, her knowledge
Trey
sense.
wigs out.
I can't see anything. I mean, I can see there's a lot of stuff here. I'm finding a lot of stuff, but
Well, I
she
found...
could have been lying.
Honestly, that's not completely inconsiderable. I'll still take a bunch of the books that seem in topic.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you pick up one book and place it in your pack, you try to lift up the second one and it won't budge.
Wait, so I
You take one book out.
Yeah.
You put it in your like satchel or whatever you have, like a backpack. You try to take a second book, it won't budge off the shelf.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong?
Try to take a book.
It won't budge.
Just that one book or any book?
No, any book won't budge for either of you.
I took the cloth out of my bag and chuck it on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Grab a book.
Comes off the shelf.
She put a fucking curse on us.
One each.
Put the cloth back in my bag.
I might have to come back and change my mind then.
Well,
No,
the
you can move
the
it, but
magic
it's not
knows that I
taking
wasn't taking it.
Sentient magic.
Well,
Oh,
speak for
magic
yourself,
is short.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably sentient magic.
Sword wielding weirdo.
Door number 2.
Sure.
Door number 2.
You come to a what looks to be a staircase, and it starts winding down, and it continues winding down, and it continues winding down, and it continues winding down.
Trey!
You walk for about 5 or 6 minutes, and the staircase doesn't seem to be coming to an end.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say she found it.
Trey!
Your voice echoes back at you.
Trey! Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try one more time, just be like, can I? But it doesn't work.
Does what?
Go down the stairs.
Yeah, you continue down the stairs.
But does it seem like I'm not moving, or I'm just going?
No, you're definitely moving and you're definitely descending down the stairs. But the stairs
Just don't go anywhere.
seem to be non-Asherian.
That's right, we make it to Yale University eventually.
I was kind of aiming for a scholarship.
Go directly.
I do want to go back up.
directly to
I'm gonna
events,
go
not
back
class
up.
Go.
Yeah,
And then give.
if I actually
I don't want
die.
to give up, but I want to come back. Ugh. She's gonna be like, alright. Did I miss anything?
No. Wait, are you back with us?
I just
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't
No. There's a bunch of shit in the middle. If you want to take your one thing from any of those,
want. Oh yeah.
She already has. She picked up a thing of potions.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I can't take any more.
Apparently not.
So
You could try.
This fucking bitch.
This place doesn't let us.
Cool.
What? She was very clear. You can take one thing. Take your one
I
thing.
didn't think she'd enforce it with fucking magic.
Fine. I'm gonna look
Yeah,
at all
like a
the things.
nerd.
It sounds like a lair thing, it's not technically her lair still.
Well, then Elder Brain still
You
got
said
us.
there was a ring that's clicking in and out, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, creepy pasta. I'm gonna look at the.
It's wedged into the stonework of the floor.
You said one thing, right, Tywin?
Uh huh.
She's gonna grab the potion, just throw it over her shoulder, and go, and try and pick the ring out.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Make a
wearing the
strength
gloves.
Make a strength check.
I'm wearing
You don't
the-
add anything to this other than your strength.
That's a 14.
It does not budge.
Can I use my glove?
The gloves are for stealing. This is not stealing. This is pulling something out of stone.
I'm stealing. Does that change it?
No.
I'm stealing.
Oh, Can I at least take the stone? Or is it like a big stone?
No, it's like the floor.
Oh.
It's like
Yeah,
wedged
take
into
the floor.
Yeah,
Take the
I'm
whole
stealing the
cave.
floor.
I mean, technically it's one thing.
I mean, look, if you want to steal one thing, you could steal the paperwork to own this place.
Yes.
What else? There was a big
Steal the
dragon
deed
tooth.
to the
Big dragon
cave.
tooth.
I think
That's
Ty would
what
have a
Ty-
list. Jordan, do you have a list of the stuff that I mentioned?
Yes. My cloth, then the satchel with 6 vials, which we have, mannequin with an amulet, prosthetic limb, a clear jar of invisible liquid, a 6-foot tall dragon tooth, and a flickering ring, and a 1-foot cube.
I want the 1-foot cube. That looks fucking
You
sick.
should take documentation giving you custody of the eggs.
I find the papers, the birth certificates, and
CPS.
I just scratch her name out and write mine.
Lapis.
It's in the wrong
No
hand.
last name.
Lapis,
The
mine.
mine.
See, they're mine now. I'm gonna replace that with the cube because the cube looks cool.
Okay, you take
And
the
then
cube.
I'm gonna be
Sure.
like, I'll be back in a second. I do want to keep looking for Trey though. I do want to talk to Trey.
Okay.
Wait, didn't Neoma say that I could have that specific book and one thing of my choice?
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
You gotta
Sorry.
find that
But
specific
you haven't found the
book.
book.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take any random book out of the shelf.
You just go until you.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
That's smart.
So you're going to do that for
is so smart.
like tens of thousands of books?
If you do that,
Tip over the shelves. What are you gonna do?
I'll be right back.
How big are the shelves?
Like, again, I'm talking like these are like 70, 80 foot tall shelves.
Okay,
And like massively wide, like
can I just try to tip the shelves?
they're embedded into the wall.
Oh, okay.
Do you have like gust or something to like hit a large area of books off the
Animate,
shelf?
animate
and so-
objects. Have the book pick itself.
Get the books to start a pyramid deal. Tell the other books. Tell one book to tell 3 other books to tell 3 other books.
Use plant growth, just like push all the books off the shelf.
Have the shelves made of wood.
That's it. What can I do? Would plant growths work with that?
Or it wouldn't filter it out there because you actually have to take them.
Yeah, if you plant. Well, I'm not going to answer your question until you try it.
Dragon kind of a bitch, and
She is.
Well,
I have the spell.
You've only
for-
just realised.
I mean, okay, I will cast plant growth along, if I can reach it, along the back of all the books,
Uh huh.
and
All of the books stumble out. You hear a growl, like Neoma's voice. You're gonna have to clean that up.
they weren't organized anyway.
They were organized as to when I found them, so they were chronologically sorted.
you sort them based on when you pick them up. Then.
Wait, so
just tip all the books into the portable hole using plant growth.
so they can come off, but I still can't pick them up.
Nope. If you've claimed one book, you can't pick them off the ground.
Okay.
What? She said one item. Knowing full well you'd try to take multiple. That's someone needs to let that in.
I'm not trying to take multiple. I'm just trying to find one item.
You always call out to her.
No.
Teely tipped out an
Made a
entire
mess.
massive bookshelf, and the dragon told Teely to clean it up.
The setting is on fire. I can't just cleaning it up.
Questions you have to ask yourself in D&D.
Not just come back just to tell you to clean it up.
No, she just called out from above.
I mean, cleaning it up is a part of our deal anyway.
You're not obligated to. But that's why
She's out to kill
It's
you.
not like you're trying to bring a friend at this point.
Yeah.
What's the plan, my guy?
We want to set them on fire, but Teely doesn't want to set them on fire.
Thank God you didn't listen to me.
Setting books on fire. One of the dystopian shit will telecommit.
Takes out the brain altering chip.
Alright, I'm going this way.
Mm. Well, what is everyone else doing? You're continuing your ritual, you're just vibing.
Yeah.
What are you
drawing
doing?
comics?
There is no past, there is only that.
So just kind of sitting there, just listening. Just listening. In hopes that maybe just off in the distance she'll hear just like a familiar voice. Just maybe. In this time of uncertainty and
You don't hear anything.
I just pull out my Kano symbol. I just kind of flick it so that it's spinning slowly. I just sit there. I just wait.
Yeah. Make another perception check.
$19.
You hear a shuffle of footsteps. But they're not where you'd expect, they're down.
I just look down again. I just see lava. I'm going to... It's like stonework, isn't it?
What is stonework?
Like the ground.
Yes.
I'm going to try and wedge my sword into a part where it can just stay. I'm going to tie my rope.
Isn't there a decent, like a support on the bridge?
There should be. Well, I've got two, I guess. But like,
She's
I'm
a sword girl, yeah.
I'm gonna
Just tie
tie
a
my
rope to a
rope.
sword, that's something to cut it off.
And I'm just gonna leave my stuff.
Uh-huh.
I tell Chicken to stay.
Actually, if we get back and it's just her sword and all her things there and Trace in the loft.
And I'm gonna fling the rope over the side.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna trek down.
Okay. Just make a general athletics check.
I mean, I could just fall in and it'd be fine, but like 15.
Okay. Gently steadying yourself, you take one step after the other, rappelling down this almost sheer cliff face with the heat against you, basically, with these wafting currents of air, almost singeing you. You one foot after the other, you make your way down, and the footsteps get louder. Though you only have 50 feet of rope, the rope you're rappelling down has much surpassed 50 foot of length, and you find solid footing on a wooden floor in a room you recognize, the cellar of the lighthouse you grew up in.
Can I hear them?
You hear a voice you almost recognize. They're much older now. You hear 97, 98, 99, 100, radio not yet come. And then you can hear like at least 15 to 20 children just running and giggling and screaming. And you see, what do you do? As you find yourself in this space, this dimly lit room made of wood and stone.
On recognition, don't think Trey can't help but start to cry.
You see a small child run down the stairs into the cellar and hide behind like some storage crates and just hide behind it. And you see another child like a few moments later run down and see and like the first child that had run down like first flinches and looks at her. He's like, "That's my hiding spot. Go away." You know, the second child looks a bit sheepish, like, "Can I join you?" And the first one's like, "Okay," and they just kind of hide behind these storage crates together. And you can hear Clementine's footsteps as she makes her way through all the different rooms, and eventually she will make her, you can hear the giggling and the footsteps as they run around and chase each other. And eventually Clementine makes her way down into the cellar, and she, just walks around very deliberately and slowly. Are there any naughty rascals in here? And she just looks around, being very deliberate about the whole process. And her glance meets where you're looking as well, a small carving into one of the wood panelings. You know what it says. And then she looks up behind a box and she's like, "Found you two. Come on, let's go for food." And the three of them, the Clementine and the two children, they head back upstairs.
Then I walk over to the carving and kind of just sit in front of it. I just kind of pull out just something sharp. I'm going to see if I can try to etch into the wood or the stone. I just kind of sit there. Just writing forever next to it. And kind of just walk away. Because I know this isn't, I'm still far away, but this would be the closest thing that I'll see to them for a long while.
You can hear in one of the rooms above you, Clementine and a bunch of the other volunteers start to prepare all the children for dinner.
They better be getting fed well. As I drop a pouch with some money in it, and I will find the rope. I'll start to head back.
Yeah. Eventually, you climb back up, finding yourself in the same chasm ravine area that you were previously seated in.
Did anything eventful happen while I was gone?
Yeah, so it's been 45 years.
You mean Chicken's talking to me right now?
Oh, you're talking to Chicken. You're asking the
I'm not talking.
No, Chicken has actually learned how to speak in the last 45 years.
45 years.
Like,
Tywin sat down and together.
Jimmy just goes,
Yeah. I wish Archon was here. He would know what to do. As I pick up my stuff, pack my rope back, put my sword back, and just kind of walk back to everyone else is.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna to check to the first door.
So as you start making your way, like, because you've taken time to look through the second and the first, so the third of the second door, as you start making your way out, like, Trey just walks at you.
Oh, hi Trey.
And immediately just grabbing shoulders to try and stop a collision from happening.
Where did you go? I was looking for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I just wanted to talk real quick, because I would talk about it with anyone else, but I don't know if anyone's really in a position that I should, I guess, ask this kind of stuff.
I mean, go ahead. That's all good.
I was just, I don't know. I really don't know how I should feel right now about, Neoma. I'm just gonna call her Neoma. Because on one hand, I'm so unbelievably angry. I am disgusted and angry. Not just that, I can't comprehend how mad I am.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think there is specifically one correct emotion to feel. I think feeling conflicted, feeling angry, upset, confused, numb, unsure is all valid in the circumstance.
It's just like Solomon just feels nothing but blind rage.
I know how that feels.
Yeah.
Not in this moment, not in this particular circumstance, but you don't want to feel like that from losing someone that's close.
But yeah, I mean, what do you think's gonna happen now that Tarina's gone? How do you feel about it?
We didn't talk that much, but it didn't mean that I didn't value her as a lower member of the team. I appreciate that she took time out of her way to make sure that everyone else was okay and kept Solomon company and made sure the crew was all looked after. And even though she came up whenever I would sense things as a fiend, I don't think it really defined who she was. In my perspective, anyway. You can show up as something and act a different way. It doesn't define who you are. I don't know. We're gonna have to, I think, just take time. Because I don't think any immediate action is going to repair any of the damage that happened here today. Are you okay?
I think so. I'm just really confused. Did she die or did she disappear? Should I keep looking or should I just leave it?
I think whether she died or she's just gone, I mean, she is going to be gone, but I don't think she would stick around here.
I'm just worried she's gonna get forgotten in this place.
She's not. She won't get forgotten because we'll always remember her. And as long as we live, she'll never be forgotten. And we spread the word of her and the actions that we take, along with everyone else that's gone. She's not going to stay wandering these empty halls or forgotten memories of the past in rooms of kind of existence.
This place is so weird. Like, I just found like a farm area, a place with like stairs that just never go all the way down. They just wind on and on. I want to leave, but
We will. We will leave. But we just need to make sure that everyone else is ready to go before then.
True.
Regardless.
Where did you come from, by the way? Because I was looking for you in all these places. You didn't go into anywhere that's like the stairs, like a farm or something, right? What route did we take to find the portal? If I went through the other two, How did we find the portal?
There's a split off from one of the exits, like a T-junction, basically.
I just kind of sat by the lava ravine. Kind of felt the closest to a place of home in a while.
So, if I remember correctly, you're taking the cloth, you're taking the cube.
Yeah.
Anyone else taking anything else? You're taking just a random book off a shelf?
I wanted to try 2 more.
Go for it, hit me.
So, does Vermilion's strange blindsight thing, be able to tell anything about the books?
Vermilion's blindsight works as a third person camera. Like they can see the books of it, they can't read any of the books from where they are. Like they could probably see a few titles, but they'd have the same issues. Like they can't instantly ping a book and go, "Oh, I know what this book is."
Okay. And the other thing was, if I take out one of my Gaia stones, do they react to any of the books?
No.
Okay.
Actually, more accurate.
Actually, moron.
Sorry, more accurately, when you pull a Gaia stone out, it starts just spinning as if like a compass would near a lodestone. As unable to home in on a north.
Okay. Does it do that everywhere around the room?
Yeah.
Oh. Even though they have...
Because you're in the Feywild.
Yeah. Well, Gaia stones are sort of also from the Feywild-ish. At least we use them to get out of the Feywild.
Yeah, so if you brought a compass to magnet.
Yeah.
No, so from
The Gaia stones point to
Me wanting a magnet.
or other Gaia stuff too. Right?
Yeah.
It's just everywhere.
Well, in that case, I'm just taking a random book of the topic.
You get a book.
Oh wait, no, I already found the precious stone. So that was
The what?
that precious stone.
Ah, yeah.
I didn't realize it was a magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, you got an agate
Yeah.
worth 1,000.
Magic book.
Yeah.
So something on the nose about it. It's just on my mind now.
I will officially enter back into the room.
Okay. The party regroups.
Just, can I do it? I know I'm not being subtle about it, but can I?
Sure, if you want to.
I'm gonna go back into where you were, and I want to look for the locket again. And I'm gonna. Can I take it, or do you think she'll
It's up to you. You decide.
I'm gonna think about what Tywin said about only one thing and think, does it apply to everywhere? And pick it up.
Yeah. Sorry, you try to pick it up?
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't budge.
I've got a valid reason for why I'm gonna take it. So, it applies everywhere in here, huh? Very clever. Very clever. I hope you can hear me. I bet you feel really smug right now.
So, because I already have one thing, can I just passively keep trying with Mage Hand at all the books?
If you try to mage hand something, they just all come off the shelf.
Why? Okay, I will... in that
You've
case...
got one thing in Mage Hand when we get out of here. You have an extra thing.
Just mage hand stuff into your bag, see what happens.
Your bag just gets heavy. And...
I will keep Mage Handing the books onto my hand and see if I can hold them, I guess.
Roll a strength save.
Save, okay. Now 20.
Okay. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as the book gets placed on your hand into the ground.
So I can't do this with all the books, because I'm sure there's more than 53.
So you try to pick up the locket, doesn't budge.
I'm going to, very begrudgingly, grab that 1 foot cube and just slam it on the ground. Pick up the locket, and I'm can I assume that she can hear from everywhere?
Hear what?
Can I assume that Neoma can hear me?
If you want to assume that, you're sure.
She's just gonna say out loud angrily, I'm doing this for a better reason than you ever could. And she's gonna come back in. I hate this woman so much.
She promised you one item.
Yeah, but this isn't a gift from her. This is just a random thing.
Yeah, in her house.
Oh, so all the places are her house now?
Not anyone else's.
Yeah, it's the Elder Brain Dragon's house.
I'm gonna
Which
take.
you took over.
She's gonna be like, I'm gonna take
Oh, yeah,
this.
not officially.
Oh, yeah.
The air is starting to resume its normal vibe.
I would go up to Trey and be like, I'm gonna take this. Simply just because if all these places are forgotten, this clearly belongs to somebody. And I thought
Did she claim the locket that was being held in?
I got a reason. I've got a reason.
Not you. I'm pissed at the dragon.
She's gonna be like,
See, as I said, the
all these places are forgotten, right?
Well, no. Maybe.
This clearly belonged to someone.
Yeah.
And there's obviously like, these people have to have relatives or something, right?
Sure.
Because I thought about this when I first saw it. Someone must have had relatives or something. I was gonna leave it, but someone's probably gonna want this. They might not know what happened to them, or they might have heard that someone died in an accident or something, and they got nothing to remember them by. It's clearly precious to someone. And I would rather take this than to take any of this, not trash, but any of these heartless, worthless, blood money, like you said, that just someone. This clearly has meaning to something. I mean, like, all this gold and stuff is nice, and I imagine we could use it for something, but this clearly belongs to someone. And I'd rather this not get forgotten with everything else.
I'm not sure if you're trying to convince me that your reasoning is logical in order for you to take it or not,
No.
but like you can just.
I know, but
I know.
I
understand. It seems
No.
important to somebody.
I just want to vent about how bitter and angry I feel about this dragon. And I'd rather do. It sounds very corny. I'm cringing at myself internally for this because I've never done something like this before. But for this, for how angry I am at this woman, I would rather be corny and stupid about this stuff than to be just steal random shit.
Yeah.
That's character development right there.
I think for the first time, this is ever something she's stealing and going. This clearly has
Stealing it for a
meaning.
reason.
Yeah, this clearly has like meaning. Unlike all the other stuff she steals, she just stole for fun. This is like.
Yeah. Why is there a dragon tooth in the middle of the room?
I put that there.
What is it for?
I found it. I don't know. I just thought one of you would think it was cool.
I was actually, but also I had this in mind last session, and I was gonna like say something before, but.
Literally, Mom, look at this. Look how fun.
Right.
Well, I imagine Lapis looking at this and going like, "Oh, sick! Look how big this
It
fucking
is
thing
sick.
is."
It
no
is
longer
sick,
entranced by
but
dragons.
I don't know. What the fuck am I gonna do with a 6-foot tooth?
I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do with half the shit you have in your room.
Ooh. You fucking see. You see.
Anyway, what's the plan, guys?
Alright.
Well,
So you've got the locket.
everyone make
You've
sure
got
to put
an
something in your
agate.
bag at least.
You've got
One
a
more stupid thing to do.
cloth. Yes, gone.
Can I find?
I love the poking and prodding with this.
Yes. Can I find just a cape or some random piece of cloth?
I've got a piece of cloth.
Not a specifically non-magical piece of cloth that doesn't have stuff going through it. I will place it on the floor. Can I take about 10 pounds worth of books in the topic of mythical creatures onto the cloth and wrap it up and try and pick it up with Mage Hand?
The books, yeah, they lift up with my hand.
Okay. I'm just carrying that around now.
Tilly,
What?
what's that?
Books. Because I cannot find the specific book that I need.
Do you think she can hear us?
I don't know if she'd want to help us at this point, especially since I destroyed her bookshelf.
What?
You see a bookshelf covered in vines and all the books on the floor.
Tilly, why?
I was trying to find the one book.
Did you ask?
No.
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 I feel like we could have avoided
In
that.
Draconic, I say, Neoma, you did tell Tilly that you were going to give him that book. Can you
Yeah.
tell me where it is, please?
She flies down there. Yeah, like
Who was she?
up, like
I thought you went at one of the exits. So
No.
she's just above us?
yeah. She's like above you guys in like a dimly lit part of this the room.
Wait, she was just in the ceiling the whole time.
Yeah, she rolled really well on stealth, so and no one said they wanted to look for the dragon.
There you go. I thought you said she went out one of the doors, and I was like, okay.
I mean, she shouted at me.
Yeah, but I thought that's just because she's an omniscient dragon who just apparently has control
That's
over
what I
this whole
suspected
fucking
as well.
fake crossing
Yeah, so she flies down,
Steal egg.
and she transforms back into like her elven form, and reaches into a satchel and just hands a book to you.
Well, you are braver than I am.
You can't take those though. She points to the floating satchel of mage hand.
She's gonna say, hey, wait a minute. This wasn't in your lair. Why am I only allowed to take this?
Everything in this house belongs to me.
Even this one thing that never.
If you want it, you can take
This
it.
never belonged to you in the first place, by the way.
Then take it. You can, if
I am taking it,
Sure.
but I'm just
See ya.
angry that.
See ya. She just walks off. She's not having it from her kid.
The temptation is so
Yeah, go on.
goddamn close.
Go on.
Solomon, I'm starting to realize where you're coming from. She's not going to, but in her head she's like, this bitch, 1 second I could just...
I'm not taking anything.
Yeah, she hands you a rather hefty tome of knowledge about your
Plant forged blade.
This is additional on top of whatever you want to take from here.
Well, thank you. I wasn't actually expecting this.
Why not? I know you guys don't trust me, but I'm not want to break my word. I promised you the book. You have your book.
Also, I like how she hates kids, except for her.
No, she doesn't hate kids. She's just not taking shit from a kid.
Was it that you weren't taking anything? Was that what was happening? And
You were going to take her shit.
I see this. I'm just gonna put the cloth down for a second. Can I try to sneak the jar into her bag?
Pardon?
Can I try to sneak the jar of liquid into Trey's bag?
Why?
Because I want it. And if you're not gonna take anything.
So I've got a question of for Tywin.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing this with the intent to sneak a second item out for yourself? Like you're using Trey as the mule, but are you just trying to sneak a second item out? What is your is the intent?
Well, Tywin believes that this is our payment for the job.
Yeah, but are you forcing? Like not forcing? Are you like?
It's not necessarily
superseding her will to not take an item, and you're just trying to take a second item for the.
Basically, but in Tywin's mind, the motivation isn't because I want the jar. The motivation is because we deserve our full payment. We're owed the jar.
Okay. Roll just a charisma check.
Okay.
So it's not exactly for yourself. You're basically giving Trey the jar without.
Well, as far as I know, it's a jar of piss. So I could.
Looks like
A magical jar of piss.
Yeah. I got a 5.
Okay. The jar doesn't budge.
Can we go?
Even if I'm not even holding the cloth anymore. Fucked.
Can we go?
Really sentient magic.
Alright, did we get everything? Because I want to leave.
So you shove the cloth back in your bag.
Solomon.
Solomon is now finished his ritual. You can see the gold that's running rivulets now forms these little trickles down the thing as it stops. There is a very well made and very box set footing which appears to root itself into the gold pile, and on it you can see a gilded statue of Tarina standing there, hands clasped together open. He's placed a torch in them, sort of thing, and he's set a holy symbol on her brow as a halo, with the words in, I think it'd be in Dwarvish, because that's what he would have learned to make this stuff in. Does anyone speak Dwarvish?
No.
Yes. I think so.
No, don't tell me.
And you want this man to play a dwarf?
Oh no, sorry, it's in Celestial. Not Dwarvish.
Oh, and I don't speak Dwarvish.
Okay.
He
speak
speaks
Gnomish.
Celestial.
Don't you learn the language of your favourite enemy?
You'd think so, but apparently
I
not.
thought you did.
Nah, that's right.
Something. It says something.
It says something.
I know Orc and Elvish.
No one speaks Celestial?
I do.
That's
Good.
nice.
Okay, so what is the plan, gang?
Solomon trudges down the mountain, having a reed of gold, picks up his thing, his shield and hammer, bellows up to the dragon. Given the nature of our bond, I claim Tarina's share. However, as you can see, I am able to transport it. We will return with her
in tow.
I can send that with you.
I would prefer she picks it up herself when she recovers.
Alright.
It will remain here as a reminder of what you have done, worm. Ivan, what is this crap?
What?
Gestures to the pile of random shitty little
Just in case anyone
There is a cavern filled with gold, and you have picked up a jar.
Well, everyone can see the gold, can't they? They couldn't see this stuff. I put it in plain sight because my eyes are good.
Why have you collected them?
Look at this.
Is that the jar?
Yeah.
It's
Ignore
like
the riches
got
beyond
the,
your
it's got the
wildest
consistency of like
dreams.
maple syrup.
Let's take the piss.
Maple syrup.
That could be fucking
That's
anything.
one of those like.
It's just glue.
Oh, no.
It is. It's glue.
What is it, like imperial?
Yeah, it's sovereign glue.
Sovereign glue.
It's a jar of
Oh,
sovereign.
that's pretty cool.
Imagine what
But
you
I can't.
Imagine what you could get up to with that.
No, it's actually probably better. I thought he doesn't have that.
Don't worry, there's a
Oh,
reason I didn't put a
shit.
deck of many things in there.
Guys, watch me drink this.
Chug, chug, chug. Anyway, what's the plan?
If Lapis had sovereign glue, everything would be stuck together. Our airship would be stuck to the ground.
Hey, don't tempt me.
You want to end a many century year war? Just glue Arin back down.
I'm
Is
ready to
everyone
leave.
ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, sure am.
Very well.
You say Tarina is not here, and I trust she may return. I am sure she will find my message.
She'll find her way.
Are you sure none of you want to investigate that portal anymore?
What do
What
you
is
think
the
we can
portal?
learn short of going through it?
Why don't we just ask her?
I am suggesting if people do want to go through it.
Why don't we just ask
I
her?
think we have lost enough Tyri without gambling. By all means, Lapis, ask the damn dragon.
Oh, what does the portal do?
Which one? There's many.
The one in the hallway to the left, then the right, then the up. It's over there.
Can I? If
650 feet southwest from here.
Oh, that one goes to, and she thinks for a second. That one goes to Arborea.
Alright, that's it. I'm ready to go.
Where is Arborea? I'm
Um,
asking the DM.
I
it's
considered it.
like it is similar to. It's a different plane of existence.
Okay.
So it's not like a place on a
Then
planet.
I definitely wouldn't know. Cool.
It's the chaotic good one, isn't it?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I forget I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it is. Good memory.
We're
It
gonna go
somehow
over
sounds chaotic
and
good to me.
kind of
Right.
link my arm with Solomon's if he allows.
He does. He has to stow his hammer for it.
Captain,
I'm sorry, Solomon.
indeed.
Try to put a jar in Solomon's hands.
God damn!
You can't lift the jar.
I'm just gonna.
Maybe it's stuck to the ground.
It's the glue.
It's the glue, it's doing its job.
Maybe I should like drink it or some shit.
Do not.
Thirsty.
But yes, you guys are all ready to leave. She looks at you and says,
Let's do it.
"Well, I do truly hope that you find your friend. For I stand by what I said. I have nothing to do with it." And she sends all of you back home.
Onto the airship?
That's where we left.
Yes, you would arrive back in the airship.
And she's no longer with us?
Roll a d6, Jordan.
Oh no, here we go!
The amount of party deaths we get.
Yeah.
6.
We're all dead!
Hey, end of the
Yay!
Okay, continue.
Okay. And she's not with us anymore?
No, she's not.
Cool. Nice.
That'd be weird.
Does it, like, time of day be, like, the same as when we left?
Yeah. Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so no one brought the jar.
What do you mean, jar?
There's a jar on the ground. No, okay, no one brought it. It's fine. We don't need it.
Did you ask?
No.
Well, then that's your problem.
Yeah, that's always been my problem. But, you know.
You and Teely alike. I mean, it makes
That's
sense.
why I like Sparrow a lot.
I know, that's what I'm
They
saying. It
like
makes
me a lot.
sense.
Yeah.
Rosalind comes up to the top deck and is like, "You're back already."
Oh, how long has it been?
7 minutes.
Oh.
Well, that's convenient. I'm glad it didn't go the other way.
Yeah, that month thing was not great last time.
Yeah. Is that what the D6 is for?
Yeah.
Got it.
Hours to minutes.
It's almost like Lapis kind of just drops Helen from her arms and just go, I'm gonna go into the training room. Nobody bother me, please.
Okay. Good luck.
As soon as she's in there, you hear very angry screaming, and I don't know if it makes a lot of noise, but like flooding. If there's like a training dummy, you can just hear that getting the shit kicked out of it and just like getting the shit punched in it or whatever. I don't know.
Solomon, do you know what this is? Drop the cloth on the floor and put my foot in it.
Tywin, what did you do?
Well, it's not me. I wasn't doing it. It's just the cloth does this thing. I'll hold on to the side of it and just like jump my full body except for my head, just like
You hold onto the side of the ship?
No,
of
you're jumping
the
into the hole, basically.
I'm basically
It's-
jumping
oh,
into the
yeah,
hole
yeah,
and
yeah,
holding
so
it to the
it's-
side.
Yeah,
How big is it again? How wide?
yeah. 6 foot wide.
You have 6 foot arms, right?
No, I'm just holding on to it.
Like the lip, like
one
the
side.
lip.
Like a pool.
I thought you were like this.
I have no idea what that is, Tywin. Where did you get it? This is what you took?
No, I guess so. You don't think it's cool?
I'm confused by it. It is interesting nonetheless.
I also got a bunch of gold, but I got that before she put the magical restriction on there.
What magical restriction?
We could only take one thing.
That damn beast was casting more spells on you all. No.
Yeah, I guess so. But you don't immediately recognize what this is? Do you want to use your little magic?
Actually, you're. No, continue. Sorry, no, I'm misremembering.
Okay, I'm taking it off the ground. You don't want to use your magical checky thing? Put your pearl onto it or whatever?
What? You mean to divine what this thing's purpose is?
Yes.
Give me some time, I will investigate it. I am not in the mood, as you can understand, Tywin.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to forget, so I gave it to you now.
Very well.
I'm trying to
Be
distract
under the
him from his
forge.
feelings.
I am still
You might
just
have
holding on to your
reminded him
arm
of it.
and just.
Whoops. Not a therapist.
I watched you very unsuccessfully try to sneak out.
Because it was only Lapis that was looking at you. Solomon has a passive perception, would you?
I suggest we do something about that armor. It would do well to take your mind off the loss of your friend. Our friend.
Whatever you want, Solomon.
Whatever is right.
Let's also make a note to maybe check out this Borea place if anyone, like not now, necessarily,
I'll
but
go study it later,
yeah.
but right now I got more important things.
Tywin, hey, what does this hole do? Hey, has anyone heard about Borea too? She's dead.
Oh my gosh, leave it alone.
Well, that was something. It was weird to get back to the status quo after that.
I will say at this point, all of your like feature-wise level 9 stuff kicks into play. So
Sick.
I'm
I'm gonna scatter shit on the floor and just walk through it at full speed.
This is you
having a massive
training.
mental blank. What was the name of the dude who came initially to you to talk to you about Ballerina?
Fuck that
God.
guy. Hang on.
Bosco? Boris? I cannot remember, dude. It started with a B. Blake.
I think. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
His name is Blake. He says he has connections. Season 6 of the Battle Arena. And also the proprietor of the Horns Blast. There you go.
Thank you. Epic, as always.
7 p.m. Go in. Enter.
Yeah, so for that, you attend. Cool.
Yes. That's not important right now.
After a few minutes, Lapis comes out and she's just like, I've got it out of my system enough that now I'm not gonna like freak out on anybody. But I did kind of tell someone I might die doing this, which very lucky I'm not.
You told them like 2 minutes ago.
Oh.
Like
No,
10
last
minutes
night
ago.
was like, can you give a letter? And now this morning you're like, I'm back.
I gotta go
Everything's
like
fine.
tell someone I'm not dead because I might have told them that I might have died. So I'll be like back.
You go visit Gorista?
Yeah, but before I do, I'm like Solomon.
Yes, that is.
If she was not, I say this. I don't know if it's how I feel, if it's anger, but if she wasn't our only way back, I would have helped you. Not only did she put us in that situation, but her attitude about it was absolutely disgusting. Because she seemed so smug and nonchalant about nearly killing everybody for her kids.
If it had not been for you with me and for Trey's counsel, I would have thrown myself at the beast until one of us was destroyed.
Now that we're away from her kids, or her, I'm so mad that we had to, if we could have died for her kids.
Enough, Abbas. It does not do well to dwell on it. Solomon will chunk down to the forge.
I'm gonna go see Ghost.
I am still
Yeah,
side
still.
by side with Solomon.
You investigate the cloth?
Yeah, Solomon's
Portable hole.
just trying to understand what the fuck it does. It jumps into it.
Oh, if you jump into it?
Yeah, how deep does it go?
10 feet, but you're met by, like, the identifier tells you that it's 10 foot
I will be
deep.
back 1 second, Trey.
But you come short as you stand on something, like land on something solid before that. Metal in nature.
Oh, I know what I don't know what the fucking it is. Anyway,
What on earth? Trey, what
It's
did you...
not well lit in here.
I don't have light as a spell. Solomon he's got a torch burning on top of him.
Yeah, okay. Well, if this is a torch light, then you notice that this is basically a massive chunk of, like solidified platinum
Whoa.
inside the portable hole.
Wait, how deep did you say I went?
You landed like 1.5 feet early.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. 1.5 feet.
That's
6 feet
45.
diameter.
Yeah. It's a lot of...
Well, it's not like fully like exactly a pie, but it's like a chunk.
It's basically what I was going to suggest doing, which was filling one of these with platinum.
That is considerable. I will deal with that in time.
Trey, if you wouldn't mind, and then Solomon directs you to like, there's just like a winch crane that he normally uses to hoist like motor engine parts to dismantle. Just sends that down, and you see him clunk, like the thing goes, and Solomon just starts getting dragged out of it.
Yeah. At first glance, this is like 3,000 gold worth of platinum.
A fair bit of money, I suppose. Something good kind of old damn deal. Very well. I suppose we should give Tywin back his sheet and alert him of the contents. And in the meantime, Captain, may I stoke the bellows for you?
And he offers you his warhammer.
It is your armor. You should be the one to do the work. Let me assist you.
Okay.
In Palo we trust,
And he starts breaking into prayers. He's just and suggesting that, as it is, you chuck your whole suit of chain. Is it chain?
In the yeah.
Into it.
we will reforge it anew, Captain. We will become stronger in ourselves and in God.
Okay. Whatever you say, Solomon.
I will not let my friends be harmed.
Yet you were gonna do the same for yourself.
Yeah, you can do that. He's all good. Models. I can't roleplay out anything because I'm just angry. Solomon needs to be sad.
In my room, I'm just opening up my my bag and like sorting out the extra 350 gold coins that I had gotten, and then just like reaching into a bit of fabric at the back that just has like a secret like compartment that's harder to find if you're not looking for it, and reaching in and taking out a piece of paper And as I unroll it, it's my hit list. And it just has the name Zeke on it, has the name Thorn on it, and now I'm just writing at the bottom, Neoma, rolling it up, putting it back in the hidden fabric.
Nothing. Well, a few hours pass where you take the time to do your own things. And eventually, you receive, like, via Rosalind, just like a letter from Blake asking, like, at your next convenience, if you guys could meet up. Yeah, he said just like if you want him to come to you, he can do that. Otherwise, if you want to come to his bar, that can be done.
How many days away is it from the thing?
At this point, 2-3 days. 2-3 days.
Okay. Yeah, I'll write back. Come back tomorrow night.
You want him to come to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Send that off.
Oh. Nice. Anything else anyone wants to do before we call it a long rest?
I'll go up towards the back of the deck, and it's night right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Well, it's reaching night. It's like evening.
yeah, I think I will just start going through the book.
Okay. Roll a intelligence check.
Okay. It's 16, 18.
Okay.
Okay.
It's an incredibly densely packed book, but with an 18, you start breaking down some of the knowledge.
Only 17.
Was even 17? You start breaking down some of the knowledge within it. There are blueprints of what look like massive spaceships, carrier fleets of both civilians and soldiers. There are like sketches of these biological constructions of ships, but also these mechanical ones, and an amalgam of the two, designed to inhabit and survive on any planet, anywhere. That's what you get with the 17.
Okay.
It would require multiple nights of reading this massive text too. What is everyone else doing in this night before the long rest?
I'm just gonna come home and be like, got it all out my system. A big rant to Ghoster, so you're not gonna hear anything from me. If it makes you feel better, I carefully worded it so it sounds like a chance encounter we like ran into someone who isn't a dragon. You won't believe how easy it is to just change it from dragon protecting her eggs to disgruntled housewife helping her kids in a domestic attack. No, that's not the one I'm looking for, but home intruder. Home intruder.
Marvelous.
You wouldn't believe.
Solomon works the bellows silently. Told him to tray when she talks back.
I meant what I said back then. I know not exactly how you feel, but in a similar situation, I've been there.
I understand, Trey. Why, thank you for it. Without it, I may not have left that cave. And while I agree that the memory of Torina does deserve to be cherished, it does not diminish her loss.
I know. And it's big. I mean, losing everybody the way that we have so far has been big.
Yes, you did.
If you don't mind, would you like to hear the first time I ran into the Order?
It does not sound like a pleasant story in any sense, Trey, but
It's not.
I will hear it.
I think holding back on forgotten memories, not forgotten, but ones that still cause pain, deserve to be let go. And I guess seeing the way that you're essentially breaking down is not physically. Physically you're fine, I think, but mentally, emotionally, it kind of just brings up.
How can one keep their morality in such a world?
I had a mentor a long while ago. Most probably raised me for the later part of my childhood. And I pull out a photo of a silver dragonborn with like armor sitting by like a few books and stuff and like a younger tray.
Have you told me that your mentor helped you forge your sword?
One of them did, but it's not this one.
The same mentor that helped you forge your sword, yes?
Yes, but that one's not.
Another. I apologize.
Yeah. This one meant more to me, I think, because he kind of made me value myself in a way of not hating myself for a brief moment.
Trey, why would you hate yourself?
That's another time.
Foolishness is this?
Look. Essentially, he was the first parental figure I had. And he taught me how to, above all else, look after people, care about the people regardless of how they saw you, and make sure that, above all else, even if your life is on the line, that the people that you surround yourself with, they are fine, and they're happy to continue. And so, when I had to beg and plead to stay by his side the day that people were coming around to try and convince you that this way is the way that you're meant to be taught and any other way was going to be punished. Rumors filling through the streets like nothing. He denied everything. He told me to go back. He forced me to go back at a time where I knew I could do something. And then standing, watching the place I started to call a home in flames, him still in there, perishing. I wanted to just run in. I knew I could get him out. I convinced myself I could do something about it. I could help, like he taught me to do. I could finally help. And if it wasn't for the people that I guess were helped by him stopping me running in there, very well his light could have been gone, because
You would not have been there to remember. I understand why you tell me this, Trey. My teachings, my ideals, they say I must protect those I was built to serve. Of course, they are malleable enough that I extend it to those I believe need my protection. You, my friends. It is a grave loss to fail in that one purpose. More so for such a valued friend. I am eternally grateful for your your wisdom. I'm sorry, though I know it means little coming from me for your loss. But I thank you for sharing it when it needed to be done. Stop me throwing away more to the hands of that worm. I believe in time. While we can never change what happened, we cannot save those we failed to. We may at least redeem ourselves in their eyes.
Hopefully. But I don't think you ever get over the grief of knowing that you could have done something in that moment.
No. I do not believe we ever will.
The cultists, I found out that they were from the Order.
The same vile corruption spreads itself across these lands.
For a lot longer than we would have thought. Not as rampant as a time that we exist in, but they've been working their way to it for my lifetime, and I'm sure the lifetimes of those before. And if we don't stop it, or at least try to stop it, it'll continue to happen after. I don't fight for myself in any of this, but for those that remembered him, and for the lives that continue to come, for the ones that haven't started their journeys and are full of hope, and their light is still just brightening as they grow. I don't have many people left, frankly. I have you guys, and I have the people back at the lighthouse that I haven't seen in years. And I left because
You feared you would put them at risk?
No. I feared the return because of that. But I left because I wanted to give them a chance to live their life.
What, without you, Trey? You think that your self-sacrifice extends that far?
I know they're in safe hands.
It is...
Solomon.
You are the same fool that Tyron is. I give you the same counsel I gave him.
You don't need to.
He will spend his life chasing the Order, missing any chance to be loved by his daughter, to know her affection. In her name, this folly. You need not give up the love of those who love you in order to protect it, Trey. If that is the case, you have lost it either way. Do not be lost. Take your time when you can.
I want to go home.
Then let it be done. We have an airship, we have time.
We
Enjoy.
don't have the time. If we're going to do what we want to do here, and we are essentially putting our lives at risk every minute that we stay anywhere.
That is my point, Trey. Do not let this purpose supersede that which you have a chance to be happy with.
I saw them in the Fae Crossing.
To me, you saw them.
The Forgotten Runes. One of them was from the lighthouse. The reason I left the group in that moment was to go find it.
To remember. To enjoy the same life you may have once had, yes?
I still have it. They're still there, and as long as they're there, I've got the fight in me to continue on.
Trey, I need no disrespect, but I do not care for these children in this moment. I care for you. You have the chance to enjoy that which you still can. Learn from me, learn from Tywin. Do not be a tool. Do not become some weapon to accomplish a fight, to strike down an ideal. There will always be those who speak against you. There will be few chances to take respite. Take them like you can, Trey.
We'll see what happens.
Indeed. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
I will do all I can to return you to your family.
My family's already here with me.
Someone blushes and stutters in the forge. The bellows pause for a second.
Indeed, indeed.
So is this in the right place, or like, should I be doing something different?
It would be fine if you were making greaves, but I do not believe your torso is that thin. Maybe we should start over. Fold that again. Yeah, you moved it off the internet. Right,
With that, unless any other activities are to be tended to, you may all mark off a long rest.
The party regains 4 people's worth of HP.
No, I don't think so.
I lose 5 damage.
Wait, you didn't take any damage?
I did, but it was all on 10 HP. I barely got
What do you mean
damage.
all on 10 HP? Didn't you get fucking beholden?
No, we gave one benefit of the doubt because of what's it called? Bless.
Oh, I thought you copped it. There you go. Are you just running around in those rocks for a whole lot?
Yeah.
I have 93 HP.
Remember when this kid used to like struggle to break 30? He's about to break 100 soon.
What if I can help it?
Powered kill. He's under 100 health.
Was that amulet on the thing a shield guardian or something else?
You will not know.
I'll never know.
Unless you go back.
No, I'm not.
Hamish,
Hello.
you find yourself in the same city, lying in bed, waiting. And as you begin to drift off, actually, if people do you want to do a break and then we come back to this?
Sure, we can do a break.
Yeah, we should do a break if
We
people want.
will be back
Yeah.
very soon. See you then.
welcome back. Before we abruptly went to a break, Hamish.
Hello. I've done nothing today. Because I died.
You wrote off your character. Everyone was busy mourning.
I died.
You do a really sad you, bitch. Don't you throw that in my face.
I died.
Hamish, you find yourself this night, unlike many other nights, genuinely excited. You're very close to something you've been working towards for quite a long time. You just, as you ruminate on the events about to unfold, you can't help but reminisce on the allies that you've lost, but the opportunities that present themselves as a part of the noble sacrifice for the cause. I don't know exactly how Vanta would portray this, but maybe it's images stuck to a wall, maybe it's just her own vivid imagination thinking about it. But you think about each individual member of this table that sits here. And another one that isn't there anymore, Trina, but you don't know who she is. But yes, it's all coming together. Soon, eventually. And yeah, you wake up from your long rest, all of you. Day ahead of you.
What did they say we were going to do today?
We're going to restore some crops.
And Battle Arena's in 3 days time? 3 days time to Battle Arena?
Two now.
2 days time.
I've put on.
Has someone made sure to write down they have a shit ton of platinum, like a big chunk?
I haven't written it down yet. I was just about to roleplay that.
Yeah. I've also Tywin also last night or this morning put on the equivalent of our bulletin board, just like Blake from Battle Arena coming tonight.
Yeah, so we don't shoot the bastard when he gets into our ship.
Yeah. And just so that I don't have to have a conversation with anyone about it. I just want people to read it as they pass by.
Yeah, you're rudely woken by a thump, thump, thump on your door from someone that doesn't sleep.
Hold on. I need to put my fucking pants on. Hold on.
I do not care about pants. Get up.
Well, I do. I got fucking dignity. Hold on.
You, dignity.
One leg at a time, motherfucker.
I don't understand and I don't care. Open this door, Tywin.
Give me a sec. A bit tighter,
Do
lately.
you want your hole or not?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Open the door.
He hands you a folded up black sheet.
Oh, thanks.
It is an extra-dimensional space. It does not exist.
Okay.
I do not understand how it works, but if you spread the thing out on the ground, then it creates a hole where there is not one. Here, I will demonstrate.
Takes it back from you. Are we put it against walls?
Yes, you can. It will create a hole.
Watch.
Horizontal.
Someone steps into the wall and vanishes. Is it black in there? Like, can you see through the threshold? Or?
You can see out, but you can't see in.
Yeah, it vanishes.
Do you see?
Can you hear me? You
No.
can't hear me. Yeah. You can't hear me? You hear nothing. And someone steps back out.
I said, do you see?
Didn't see, didn't hear. Well,
No,
I
do you
see.
see that
I
the
see
hole-
that you went into the hole. Yeah.
I
So
wasted my time identifying it for you last night. I suppose there is one mild benefit here. Pick me up.
pick you up.
I said pick me up, Tywin. Are you really this slow? As I mentioned, it is infeasible.
And Solomon simply stands there.
Yes, you are very weak, I understand. Now, witness. Pick up the hole.
And he steps into it, vanishes.
So the hole, which was against the wall, just comes off as like a piece of cloth, and there's just a solid wall behind it. Solomon nowhere to be found.
I sure hope I didn't fucking kill him. Put it on the floor.
Solomon, as you open it, boom, hand comes out.
I was hoping you would put it on the wall.
Yeah, I
Tywin.
know. I thought it'd be funny.
As you can see, the space within it does not exist until it is unfolded. It might be useful for storing heavy things. Anyway,
Okay, so it is a consistent space so we can put stuff in.
from what I understand. That being said, while it does not trouble me, there is not much oxygen within this space, so if it was a living thing, it could be potentially suffocated within it, from my understanding.
Oh, good. It can be used as a weapon.
Anything can be used as a weapon. I
I know.
am trying to stray away from that philosophy.
Okay, what do you say?
As it stands, your pants are on backwards, and there is a pile of platinum.
Okay, well, you didn't give me much fucking
There
time.
is a pile of platinum slag.
I've got
in
a
there
front
worth
button
about
and a back button. I
3,000
can't tell which
gold.
one's the
Goodbye.
one that's supposed to go near the crotch.
Solomon
Fucking
leaves.
hell.
Someone should note down that you have 3,000. So 3,000 gold worth of
You
platinum.
catch the words 3,000 gold, and then
I didn't catch that, actually. Alright, I got a portable hole.
if you investigate the hole, you will find an unmovable chunk of platinum in the back of it, apparently. Which is, you could probably help with someone to ship
Put
it
it
out
on the ceiling and how it comes.
Good luck.
Dexterity saving throw. As it anvils you.
Literally
how much
suffering
worth?
and success.
3,500.
3,500.
No, 3,000 gold, not 3,000 platinum.
Oh, sorry.
That's 13,000 gold.
You know, gold worth of platinum.
Fucking dragon ass bitch. Steal a hole.
Solomon thumps back in.
I surmise it will be useful for carrying heavy things, as I mentioned.
My pants are half off.
If you had told me when we were in the lair, you could have claimed a considerable amount of gold.
Piece of shit. Alright, I'll put the hole safely within my bag.
There's a hole in his bag, idiot. That's gonna fall.
Add on a portable hole to your character sheet.
Yeah, I got it.
Magical. What are the rest of you up to?
It is time to go read about this Arborea. I'm going to head out of the ship, and I'm going to go to a library or someplace where I would be able to find like locations or planes or something like that.
Okay.
And
Roll an investigation check.
okay. Six, nice.
Okay. You find like mention of like a place called Arborea, but it's very much in a basic like this is a plane sense, and not much beyond that.
This is a plane. Yeah.
You do find one other piece of information. The longer people stay there, the less likely they are. No, the more they never want to leave.
Okay. Cool. Alright. I'll put the book back
Who's his birthday on Thursday?
and I will
Who's his birthday on Thursday?
I will
Assholes.
head back to the ship because I don't know how far I got into.
It'd be like an hour of reading.
I don't know how far I got into reforging my armor,
Ah, yeah.
so I'm going to.
Well, you'd slagged it. This thing, I don't, because it was, we're trying to make a breastplate, which is 750 gold. I can contribute 100 per, well, I can contribute 200 over 2 actions, I think.
I can.
But Solomon wasn't helping, he was just helping, so you've done like a total of 20 gold towards it.
Sick.
Nice.
You could also do it instantly, but that's not fun.
No, that's not fun. I'm just gonna, on my own, just work on it.
Make a smithing check. You're proficient, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure.
Strength plus proficiency. If you are proficient, otherwise just strength.
No, you're proficient.
I
The whole
should
thing was you made your own sword, right?
Yeah.
Better be. I'm just confirming.
Yeah,
Otherwise
so
you've lied
Smith's
to
tools.
Solomon.
I'm proficient in Smith's tools.
Fucking one.
I'm proficient in Smith's tools. That's a 17, 22, 26.
You make good progress towards your new suit of armor.
The hardest bit's retaining the old method.
Yeah, keeping it separate from.
Just need recasting it. Nice.
Around 1 p.m.ish, you get another response from Blake saying, "Might be in sooner because I have some additional business later tonight. So if I can come in now, that'd be great."
Can do anything to put in a letter? I can't reply fast enough for you to change anything, so whatever. Fine.
Literally showed up and handed it to one of the crew members in person.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I have to do this right now.
And he just walks off, waiting for a response. If you give the okay, about 10 to 15 minutes later, he approaches with another individual trailing him. Would you like to describe your character?
What you see is this sort of tiny little girl with pale, clammy flesh. Her dull grey eyes sort of dart about, trying to soak in everything. Her dark black hair is just matted and unkept, and most of her body is covered in this tattered shawl, this big, very old sort of robe that she's clearly had for years. The only other thing of note is that her shadow doesn't appear to match her body. Well, it mostly does, other than the head, which is shaped like the skull of a Wendigo.
That's healthy. And these people make their way up to the gangplank.
Mm-hmm.
Is Solomon still in the ship? I want to say, actually, for obvious sake, Solomon will be. I think he's met Blake, right?
Yeah.
You stop. What is that?
Who is that?
I will not have another child on this ship.
How old is Vante?
27.
Ah.
But you said it was a pale-eyed, ugly-skinned child.
No, it's a
Little
small...
tiny girl is a description
okay.
of this.
That's close enough.
Are you sure?
Women can
Like-
be small. Look at Devon.
badly malnourished, stunted growth.
Holy shit!
Now, you know what?
This is Devon's final session.
This is it.
Hello, 000. I'd like to report a murder.
You swear it is older than 21?
Otherwise, we've got problems.
He kind of unsure what to say. Just gestures to you.
Child.
I've been alive for long enough. It all kind of blurs, but... I can't imagine being younger than that.
Very well. So long as you are not exactly 21, I hear Tywin would have trouble. As you were, Solomon stops back onto the ship. I will talk to you after, Blake.
Why? You're not
Solomon's
signing
gone.
on.
Sorry, come into the meeting room. Just this way.
Yeah, sure. Come on, Vante.
What's this about?
So, the first match is in a few days, right? So how Battle Arena works is, while it is still a combat sport, it is also for show, and they want to put on epic displays of what appear to be matched fights, because they want to show combat between multiple figures. So the first team you're going up against is a team of 5. So they've assigned you a additional combatant to level out the playing field. This is her. She'll be. She is essentially a what's the word? A substitute, if you will, like for your team. You can utilize her skill set to put on a better show. Yes. So while you guys will be taking center stage, she will be there to assist you.
I don't know how good we are at fighting with someone we don't even know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is why I'm telling you about this now.
Sure, but a few days isn't a very good amount of time. I'm sorry, no
But-
offense, I don't know who you are.
I'm not saying this as like a. This is not specifically something you're subjected to. If the four of you were to go against a team of 3, they would be given a similar provision of an additional fighter to assist them in their combat.
So if we got another fighter now, would they have to get their own person to add
Well,
to that team?
if the 5 of you, now gesturing to Vanta as well, were to add on another player, though I'm not sure how feasible that would be for this match. You could maybe do it for the next one. And they were down members, they would be given additional support as well. Yes, but I don't think for this match upcoming.
Solomon thumps on the door. I would like to join in the arena.
What?
Oh. There you go.
As I mentioned, we will speak
for
later.
this- for
this
this-
is later.
For this weekend?
No.
Well, I would assume you'd be signing up with these people for the next one. I don't think
No, I will accompany my friends now.
roll a persuasion or intimidation. You choose.
Sure. It's not very high. It's an 8. The same skill.
Okay, well, you rolled a 5. I can see I'll see what I can get done. But if that means she's joining you, then
You said you wanted more members of the Wandering Stars.
We won't need her anymore then. You
No,
can-
Tywin, do not be hasty. I am here to support you. Not necessarily to fight every sense. I am sure that
Look, 4 of us can take 5 of them, I'm sure.
I do not believe hubris is wise.
I don't know.
What did you say your name was?
I'm Vanta.
And you are sure
What
you
is
are
it?
a child.
Vanta.
Fanta.
Vanta, it
Vanta.
is a pleasure to meet you. Please meet Tywin. Do not listen to that.
She kind of like fidgets uncomfortably with her shawl, but like keeps her eyes locked on you.
Vanta?
I didn't know you could spell.
The fuck is wrong
I
with
didn't
you?
say that in character. What are you talking about?
Well, don't do the voice then.
I'll see what I can do about getting you into the tournament. She is already signed up for at least this match. If you don't want her for future matches, that's your prerogative. But she is signed up with you guys for this one. I'll try to get Solomon 5 here as well. But then, yeah, we'll have to notify the opposing team that they will need a additional member as well. So then you will be at a similar. Advantage, disadvantage, whatever you want to call it, where you have one unknown member.
But sorry, Vanta. You didn't just give us dead weight, did you?
I was given a pool of recruits, and I chose the best one on the list.
This is the best one on the fucking list?
Would you care to give a demonstration?
Yeah, fine. Show us what you can do.
She is tiny. I mistook her for a child.
Just exchange looks like that.
So is this a meeting with just Solomon, Tywin, and
Anyone who wants from the
It's in the meeting room.
yeah, anyone who wants to join can join.
We're literally a part of the competition. I'm sitting on the edges.
Yeah, I would have joined as well.
Very well.
I don't want to hurt any of you. You don't deserve it.
What about me?
We don't deserve it? Okay, so do you think the people we're gonna face will deserve it? Because you're gonna have to hurt them.
I'm looking for someone who can help me, and I think you guys can help me.
Well, we're not exactly fucking do-gooders. Why? How would we?
I think we are.
We are doing our best.
No,
to
I
do
mean
good.
we're not just doing anything for any old fucking Mary Sue who comes down with a basket of apples. What do
Signed
you
up
need us
a
to do?
tournament.
I need some friends to help me get even for the people I love.
Ah, and that is the purpose of this competition.
I heard that you guys would be fighting, and I heard that you were fighting against the Order.
Oh, Vanta, please. Looks a bit Blake.
I thought you could help me.
Blake, we're gonna talk to this this recruit on our own. So, just
You may go.
thank you
He
for
looks at Vanta.
thank you for stopping by.
Are you all good? Are you all good to talk to these people? Okay. Good luck with your
We'll escort
audition interview.
Blake off the ship.
Rosalind, see you can stay here. Rosalind, see him out.
Of course. Come on, let's go.
Bye bye.
I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just say?
Hey,
You heard that we were doing what?
well, I used to work for the Order.
I beg your pardon?
Oh,
Warhammer sets on fire. Like at his belt, it sets on fire.
Trey's knuckles are just white with. Ooh.
Wait.
They told me they could help people like me, but
People like you.
Show me the jewelry.
what?
The symbol.
They all had one.
You would happen to have like a shattered, like a.
I cast it away.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah.
I cast it away.
God.
Wait.
I will have words with Blake next time we speak.
Wait a
Tyrone,
minute.
thank you.
You used to work for the Order?
Is Blake aware of this?
I don't think so.
How many more of their fighters could be in the Order?
This is a question we can ask about any random person on the street, Tilly. I am sure it cannot be all of them.
But if they can be this open about it,
I am sure she is
Let
just
her speak.
simple. Sorry, Vanta.
I thought that, well, what the Order told me, what they told everyone is that they were working to help people who didn't have much, people like me, but they're not really. They're just working to help the people in charge. That's how it always is. And I want to stop that. And well, you guys, the Order's been trying to stop you from having you guys stop them. So I thought if anyone could help you guys, I think. Am I wrong?
Do you have that?
I do. Vanta, your goal is noble, but given your nature, you are untrustworthy, and we have become lacking in naturally giving trust. I ask you to submit to a test.
How the fuck did you know? How are we having the same thought at the same time?
Consider it an unfortunate circumstance.
Crazy.
Do you swear you renounce the Order and all their causes? You would swear it under oath? You're ring of mind shooting now, bitch.
They need to be.
Solomon
They've
casts-
taken so much.
Solomon casts his own truth.
Tilly casts detect thoughts.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Oh my
I
goodness.
hope you're ready for this.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Order interrogation.
And Solomon waits. Start rolling. Okay,
Or-
I don't know what it is.
or
Charisma
failing.
saving throw. You may willingly.
Yeah,
submit.
I can fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fail.
Tell me, Vanta, your connection with the Order, do you still owe them any loyalty?
No, I went in to help with research, help with trying to provide magic to the people who are worse off, people who needed it more, but ultimately it culminated in them just taking the magic for themselves. The people who run the order, taking it from, well, anyone they can get their hands on. They don't actually care about the people who need it. They care about themselves.
Indeed, we have seen the product of one of these thefts of magic. The creature it created was insane and abominous. And you swear you do not continue to aid the Order in any way?
Anything like.
Then I am glad to hear it. Tywin?
Why were you looking at me so much?
I want to see how you guys think.
Me specifically?
Well, just everyone.
What do you mean you want to see how we think?
Well, usually people who are earnest act in a certain way. People who are committed to what they're doing act in a certain way.
How we do?
What are you
Better
thinking
than the
about?
Order.
Are you thinking about anyone specific when saying that? Were you thinking about anyone specific when saying that? At least on the surface level, I don't know if I can really tell, because I'm not probing that deep.
I didn't come from much. Oh, was I thinking about anyone? Sorry, brain.
You're doing a good job, don't worry.
You're being,
We're being
just
bitches.
questioned from all
No.
sides.
What I'm thinking about.
We were just attacked by two horrible monstrosities and a thing, so
I'm not-
this is
I'm
the
not-
best
no
time
one-
for us
And
to
also,
were-
everyone's letting out their rage.
I
No
was-
one comes onto our ship.
I was thinking about some of the higher up members. I'm not sure if ones I have been exposed to are the same as the ones these guys have met.
There's some overlap, not 100% like Venn diagram overlap, but like the dwarf, you've seen him around. You've seen the tiefling, but you haven't seen the man, the commander dude that was leading the troops.
Yeah.
Captain, we are to fight alongside this girl in what is supposed to be a non-lethal combat. Naturally, if ever the Order was to strike against us, it would be there.
It's bound to happen.
Are you aware of this, Vanta? Are you prepared for it?
I don't want the Order to take from people who need what little they have.
She is noble and insightful. I can see it. Have you questions for her, Trey?
Are you purposefully holding any information back from us?
It is very vague.
Nothing you've asked about.
What do you and the Order know about us?
Are they? What I've seen, they've been trying to find out as much as they can about you guys, because they know that you try and stop them, and they to deal with you before you had a chance. So they have like some stuff on all of you about what's worked against you in the past and potential things to try.
Do they fear us?
Maybe a little. That's why I came to find you.
Then I am glad our name precedes us. Vanta, we are the wandering stars, and we will not let the Order stand.
The people in the Order that you've dealt with, how well do they know you?
I was just a researcher. I came to. Well, I helped. I encouraged people who had strength to come in and share it with others. That's what the order promised. Those with a little strength to be spread amongst everyone who needed it. That's what they promised.
And now that you've effectively defected from them, what would they do?
What do you mean?
Now that you've defected from them, that you've left the Order, what do you think they would do?
Nothing worse than what I want to do to them.
Any visualizations of that I might see?
You see a brief flash of a lot of withered corpses.
Oh boy. That sounds like.
She's definitely against the Order.
That I am glad to hear. Very well. You have proven yourself in this interrogation. I am sure you will prove yourself in the arena.
I will try.
We are glad to have your support, Hunter, and another hand who stands against the menace that is the Order. Now let me see what you are wearing. Prods at the shoulder. This will not stand up. You need real armor. I tell you, these people know nothing of protecting themselves. They make themselves okay. It's all improvised.
This is okay.
Okay,
It is fine.
I am sure. Do you have the strength to wear anything more? You are about to go into combat. I would not have myself worry about you wearing whatever that is.
It is okay. It has sentimental value.
I am sure it has no protective value, is why I ask.
It
Yeah, you fear not. I believe I have a measure of your size. I will make something to fit.
It reminds me
favorite
of
words are sentimental value.
it reminds me of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Reminds me of the people who were trampled down so that everyone else could stand with their heads held high.
We would not see you trampled in our company, so fear not, and I will see if I can fit you through some mail. Very well.
Seriously, what is it that it reminds you of?
Give us all that juicy lore.
You see the aftermath of what appears to be a homeless slum, which has been clearly like it's a group of people who've like come through and just like killed and destroyed everything and everyone.
Damn. Cleansing.
You can see that, unlike most homeless slums, this one seems to be reasonably sort of well stocked. There's like food and medicines and bits and pieces just littered on the ground.
But it still looks like a poor area.
It does. It looks as though whoever was here was doing reasonably well for themselves until whoever came through and destroyed it did as such.
They've taken much from you as they have from a lot of people, I see.
That's how they do it. That's how they stay in control.
Are you sure that your magic is working right?
unless she has some means with which to evade it. As far as I can tell, she is subject to its restrictions.
And you wouldn't know if she had means to evade it?
Of course not. That's the point of an evasion. If she was resisting it, I would be aware, but from what I can see, she has willingly submitted to our questions.
I've been keeping track of some of her surface thoughts as well.
I do not suggest we trust her, Tywin, merely that we do not yet have reason to distrust her.
Been looking all this time, I haven't been able to find anything.
Yet here is a member of the Order.
Just showing up.
Awfully convenient, but we must take what we can in the fight against them.
Is there any magic that you know of that can compel people to do things, and so she would think she's telling the truth, but it's just waiting for someone to activate it?
I suppose the spell does technically hinge on the subject's belief. If she believes what she is saying is true, then it will not force her to say otherwise. And yes, there are certainly spells of control and compulsion, but I believe she would still be aware of them at this point. You may well ask. Vanta, are you here under any magical or non-magical compulsion?
Well, I was compelled to seek you out because I thought you'd be my best chance at getting back at the
Just
Order.
a yes or no is
others.
fine.
Was the compulsion magical in nature?
No, I came here because I wanted to be here.
Are you being extorted or coerced to help us?
No,
Does that satisfy you, Tywin?
What if you're fucking under some magical bullshit and you're lying to me about the lion thing being up?
Then you are in more trouble than you realize.
I mean, this is, don't get me wrong, this is great. This is the best news we've had in a long time. It's a lot.
But it's a bit too good, is that what you're saying?
The player cam just went.
Fuck. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever.
Not to be like, Lapis is going to say, not to be like selfish or anything. Do they have information on me too? Because I haven't been here. I haven't been with these guys super long.
I don't think so. I don't know who.
Up and coming.
I mean,
They won't ever suspect you.
They have notes on her combat prowess.
Oh yeah, she did stab the shit out of that one guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
I
notes on
stabbed-
her abilities in combat.
I stabbed
They have
her.
notes on everyone's abilities in combat.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not sure if I was there recently enough to see the notes on that.
Oh, fair enough.
Because I'm
Yeah.
also thinking they don't know much about me, whether there's something.
Oh, I vaguely remember something about wearing butthole armor when fighting you, but otherwise it's not.
He's just like, I'm just curious, but thank you.
Yeah, let's say the 1 minute of detect thoughts is gone. It's been a while.
Mine lasts for 10, but
Very well. What say you, Captain Tywin?
Hey, I'm not part of the decision making, really.
Of course you are part of the decision making. You are
The
sworn to
decision has already been made for us, regardless of whether we like it or not.
I think we cannot rally against the decision of
Most
Blake?
probably. I don't really know what the
Bring
term.
Yeah,
him
boy,
back aboard. I
6 powerful level 9 warriors under the thumb of Blake.
I will have words with him for bringing a known Order sympathizer aboard the ship.
To pick a side when you didn't have much is the only way of survival, I think. Although I'm not entirely happy that someone who is from the Order is currently standing on our ship and we're having a civil conversation about it is not great, but that's just my personal vendetta against the Order, and I'm not trying to hold that against anybody. But if you do so, lay a fucking finger on anyone here, I will cut your throat. You understand?
Okay.
And I'll stand up.
I've seen it, dude.
And I'll stand up and that settles it. It's 6 of us going in. And I leave.
Nah, that's crazy. It's cray.
Here they come, we have plots to do.
That we do.
You
This
did promise. Ah.
This is she's
But
Lapis
Dad, I want to read about Gaia.
Lapis is like, this is going to be a very interesting turn and twist.
Yeah, right?
The 6
Are
of
you sure?
you.
Lapis, are you doing anything today?
No, I didn't have anything on my agenda.
I gotta like, are you good at arts and crafts at all?
Yeah, sure. I
I gotta like make us disguises for this fucking fucking thing.
Oh, I just realized I fucked that up, didn't I? 'Cause
What?
how are you gonna disguise Solomon?
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Are you?
You'll be the last one.
Baby.
You can go on the portable hole.
You jump into
You and Teal can go on the portable hole.
whack-a-mole!
And
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Yeah, it's just 2 Warforged climb out of it. Whoa!
Are
It's
you,
a summoning spell, guys, I swear.
Are you Tywin Shawshot Lexton asking me to help you make costumes?
Yes, don't phrase it like that though. That sounds weird.
Of course I'll help you. Do you think I made this hoodie all by myself?
No?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Where else can you get thick leathery hoodies?
Yeah, it's
You just make
it's
it
very true, to be honest.
Okay.
Get an all black plain hoodie with no insignias.
Would it be out of character for Lapis to like know how to sew and stuff?
No.
Oh, that's
She's
she's
gonna-
gonna very Lapis thing.
She's gonna
How dare you, Devin? You're cheating.
She's
Game
gonna
breaking
grab a book from her
material.
room, a big sketchbook, and go, alright. And you see like multiple sketches of like a booth of like Lapis's form and a bunch of costumes, and just like, right. We'll measure everybody, we'll get all their measurements, we'll get the right like designs and everything. We're gonna be very fucking epic.
Okay. Alright. I mean, I got nothing else to do all day, so.
Well,
Let's do
that's a conversation for you to think about individually and as a group about what you want your quote-unquote branding to be as you head into... The 6 of you head into Battle Arena 6.
I'm gonna also turn to Vent and go, that means you two, you want an outfit too?
I tried to put her in armor. If you get her to wear clothes and I don't get to put her in armor, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm just gonna draw one up anyway.
Here, I have this fire-resistant chainmail. You won't be able to cast spells in it, but that doesn't matter.
I'll draw you up anyway, but you don't have to wear it. But just in case, I always like to have a just in case.
There's just... Vanta's costume is just this shawl but with a sequin on it. Just one sequin.
Ah, it's blinding.
Big magic secret.
But yeah, think about what you want to look like for that. For the rest of the day,
Better go cast some spells.
you the 2 of you go do some plant shit.
Yeah.
Some cool plant shit. You make the
Play it, yeah. Solomon just goes out proletizing. Bring all ye faithful here to see the wonder of Palor. In the name of the sovereign Theodore, we come to bring peace between nations. Here, see, I bear the writ of Alethil. The light spills onto the plants, and they shall grow, so long as do poetry and be amazed and wow.
You do this a lot better than I did.
So, it's bullshit, but like, it's religious bullshit, so he's on it.
Yeah.
Witness,
And like one plant goes up next to you.
ta-da!
That was a weed, man!
I don't care, you said plants, they're all the same to me. I don't see race.
Solomon spends the day fixing horseshoes and shit.
Lovely.
Fixes their plows, there you go. Thank you for that.
Well, without further ado, we'll call tonight's session there. With the departure of one party member and the arrival of another.
Vanta? More like Vanta Black, because she's spooky and
Edgy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of annoyed because some of the parts of Vanta, I will say what, clash with my first backup character. So that might have just like crossed off that backup
That's alright.
character.
So sorry.
I've seen the same. Mum was going to be like a childlike barbarian, just like a 4-year-old girl. She's like, look, Mom!
Yeah, that would have also kind of clashed.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's time for a game recommendation.
Yes, do it. Oh.
I have not played video games, board games, or anything but this game for like 3 months. Hold on, let me think.
It can't be Minecraft.
Fuck, I don't even have an account for that anymore because goddamn, Microsoft blocked me out of it. I hate them. I had that thing since I was 12. I'm stalling for time.
Yeah.
It ain't helping. We said Deep Rock Galactic.
Yes.
Yes, we
I
do.
reckon one of us have done
It is on my list.
Give me 2 hot seconds. I have an actual thought. What I played recently. Okay, here's one. If you guys have seen it, I can't think which game studio it is, so I'd have to look it up. I will do so. But if you like chess, I'm not recommending chess. Too bad. No. There's a little game, which is a beautiful little one, called Faster Than Light. It's an RPG. You play as the crew of a starship who's fleeing the rebel ships oncoming advance. Similar to the plot of Star Wars, basically, you've got to nip through the galaxies until you get to the main base galaxy, get them the rebel base planets, and then fight off the ship. Whole ton of cute little RP, you manage the ship, everything that's great, but it's not the game I'm recommending. The same studio, hold on. The Subset Games is the developer for those guys. They had another one called Into the Breach. So it's a chess one. It's one of those ones where it shows you like a grid. You've got a handful of different units to do different things, and the enemies will telegraph their actions 1 turn in advance. So you've got to try and minimize your damages and losses while beating the mission's objectives. And you play through each of that with a handful of little mechs. It's really cool. It's very turn-based. You have to think a lot, and every time you make a decision, you're like, oh my god, I could have done that instead. Fantastic game.
Into the Breach is really good.
Yeah.
I wrote both of them
Beautiful art and soundtrack. Little plot thing. Real cool.
Well, yeah, so Stuart
That's
did
my
2 board
recommendation,
games.
actually.
Stuart did 2 video game recommendations.
Yes, you did.
You said
yeah.
Faster Than Light.
No, I already
No,
wrote it down.
it was
It's
the same
official.
creators.
It's official.
Well, keep
I
it on
wrote
the list
down.
because I don't want anyone to recommend Faster Than Light
Nope.
after it's already been talked
mentioned.
about.
Yeah.
Oh, you bastards.
You've said 2 now.
I was using it as a segue.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We
this
just can't mention it. It's been locked out.
So here's your $5, you bastard.
Yeah! What was the fun?
I'm so
these
broke. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. Once again, we are Dice Rev D&D on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. So if you want to follow those social media accounts, you can do so. It's on the side of the screen, as well as you can follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube to get updates on when we are doing this streaming thing, and all the updates on any future plans we may have. So regardless, thank you for joining us for another week, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.